Congratulations, you are the winner.
Wow, Senpai, you're so big and strong. Wow.
Hello, 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 hello. I think Dan's protesting too much there. It's not that painful. He's doing it for. I heard the clip in the background. Yeah, I forgot to turn the volume off or down. How are we all? Are we good? Are we good? Yes, there's all sorts of nonsense going on across there tonight. I think I might have a very limited audience tonight, as everybody's sitting watching Dan getting. Yeah. One time, one time, many years ago, I actually, before I went on holiday, got my back waxed, and it wasn't painful at all. Um, but I didn't enjoy the sensation of it after. It just felt constantly like it was damp. I didn't really enjoy it. The actual getting it done wasn't a problem at all. But the feeling after it is not good. I didn't enjoy it. It's about a day, 2 days of just feeling like this your back was constantly wet. So, you just hate the regrowth, yes. Mhm. And does it not come in, I don't know, maybe that's an old wives' tale. Does it not come in a bit thicker, or faster if you start messing about with it and waxing it all the time? I don't know. Maybe that's just something someone told me at some point, and it's not actually true. Anyway, how are we? Are we good? Are we good? Have we had a good weekend? I think it's just supposed to back less and less. Oh, I see. There we go then. Shows how much I know. You took a nap. Well, that's good. At least you took a nap and got here. And I made dinner. Oh, well done. What did you have for dinner? Sorry, Maru, about that, actually. As well. I completely forgot that I did that. That was after the, what was it, FMV Thursday. Chicken stir fry, beautiful. Lovely, lovely. Maru did 2 FMV streams this week. FMV Thursday and FMV Friday. How did you enjoy Friday? I never got to the stream on Friday, but I've seen that game before. The Uwu voice is both very popular and very unpopular. Yeah, I just enjoy. I need to do that. I'm gonna have to jump back into Kay's stream because I really, really want to get that. When you're playing that granny game and that mad, what was it? Was it a chicken or no? It was a bird. The bird that was doing the black metal growls. I definitely want to try and get some of that and put it against a metalcore backdrop because I think that would be hilarious. I think I'll need to remember to do that at some point through the week. Kay was playing a game that she got early access to called Granny No, which wasn't really my kind of game, but Kay was having an absolute blast with it, just destroying everything in sight. It was absolute pure ADHD playground chaos. There was so much going on in the game. But part of it was came across this bird that talked very, very quietly. And then all of a sudden would just flip personality and go and use this really deep, aggressive metalcore sort of growl as it said a couple of words and then drop back into its normal sort of cadence. And just as I was hearing it, I thought there must be an ability to lift some of that stuff off and drop it against the metalcore background, and it would just sound absolutely insane. I think it was round about the 3-hour 9 mark, okay, somewhere round about there. Because I remember taking a kind of mental note of where I would need to jump back to in the VOD. So I think it was about the 3-hour 9-minute area, somewhere round about there. Yeah, but that was quite fun. So if you do enjoy a good chaotic game where you can just run about destroying everything in sight, then Granny No might fulfill your desire there. Hello, Pemmy. How are you? Are you good? Nice to see you in. Have you had a good weekend? Are you still Pemmy? Indeed, yes. Are you better now, Maru? Your voice was still sounding a bit scratchy on Thursday. Are you recovering? I'm still blaming it on that couch. Ever since you got that couch, things have not been great. I'm sure it's cursed. It's you are still Pemmy. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Lingering cough, but otherwise feeling tip-top. Good, good, good. That's what we like to hear. Did you enjoy the Isle whatever hotel? I can never remember what it's called. I've seen someone else play that, and it got even more ridiculous the longer you went on with it. I mean, it was well done. It was good, weird, but good. More endings than I thought. Yeah, absolutely. When it got to the end, I was like, really? Okay. Hadn't quite seen that coming, but yeah, Very seamless cuts. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it had a high production value in terms of the FMV games that I've seen you play over the course of the weeks, months. But yeah, I think after Thursday night's game, there was no way on earth anything was gonna come up to that. That was just insane. I really enjoyed it, I have to say, despite the fact it was unhinged and nothing made sense at all. But I quite like a game like that where you can't really understand it in the first place, and it just goes everywhere but where you think it's going to go. So it was good. It was good. I do enjoy the FMV games. I don't know if I'd play them myself, but I do enjoy constant how did we get here? Indeed, yeah, it is. It's funny. So I do enjoy the FMV games, though. I think they're very good. I'm not 100% sure if I'd ever play one myself, but I think the general sort of chaos that goes on with those games in your stream, with you doing the voices and your reaction to it, is fantastic to watch. You've got it. Fabulous. I mean, it went on a bit. I think there was probably about 20 minutes of it doing various bits and pieces. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. This bird is... Now, I'm never sure how to do this live on stream. This is our intro to the bird. I'm never quite sure how to play these on stream, so give me a second. Blah, 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 blah. Right, let me just stop that. Stop. And then we can go to... Where am I? Here. Show me transition you made. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, hang on a sec. Thanks, Rye. 2 seconds here. Let me do that, and then let me do this, and let me do that, and let me do this. Sorry, I am working. My brain is having to work here as I'm streaming, and that's never a good thing. Paste. And... Okay. And we can do this. And then we can do that. And then we can go here. And then hopefully, hopefully when I do this, yes, it's here. Right. Hopefully you can now hear this. Can you hear it?
Whoa, what the? I'm back in my clock! Yes! You see, sometimes I get this
uncontrollable urge
to fly off. The problem is, when I'm away too long, my brain gets all
warped and confused.
But I'm back.
That's so good. Yeah, I have to do something with that. I am definitely going to have to try and find something to do with that, with a metal background in behind it. Did you see that? How slick was that, eh? It's remarkably easy to do in the end up, isn't it? But it just confused me for so long how you were managing to do it. But we got there. We got there in the end. Fantastic. Last night at about 11:30, I had a revelation. I thought, whoa, it's now working. Oh, Maru, I have to send you that thing I sent Kay and Wade as well from Nutty about the Elgato thing. Elgato have come up with an app that you can, or an extension for OBS that is the most incredible extension I have ever seen for OBS. It literally, and I can't believe not more streamers aren't talking about this. As Nutty said in his video, it's insane. You usually hate Elgato software. Yeah, I mean, I use everything Elgato, so it kind of all works for me because I'm not using it piecemeal. But there are times when it does sort of flop over and you're like, oh God, I'm in trouble now because everything is being powered by Elgato. But they've developed this app or extension whereby I think they're ultimately looking for people to use it for the marketplace, the Elgato marketplace. But if you download it and log in, you can essentially wrap up your entire stream, your entire OBS, everything. So all the scenes, everything that's in the scenes, all the media that's associated with the scenes, all the other downloadable extensions such as Move and Blur and all that kind of stuff into one file. It literally just sucks all the files that you're using into one file, which you can use as a backup in case anything goes wrong. It's just insane how powerful it is. Still need to play with it, yeah. It's very, very straightforward. You just literally set it running. You define which cameras are which, so that if you forget when you pull it back out, that it all works. But it's crazy powerful. So essentially, what you could do is you could send that file or keep that file. Hello, Tsunami. You could keep that file on a memory stick or something, or keep it in the cloud. And you can go to your friend's house. Say you were going on vacation and you wanted to stream, but you wanted to use your OBS setup. You can then import your stream in its entirety into that OBS from the one file, and it should work straight away. Which just is kind of blowing my mind. A, that it's possible to do that, and B, that not more people are talking about it. So, but I mean, I haven't done the import bit of it yet. I haven't had the need to import that, but it's a constant source of concern for me that my OBS trips over at some point and I have to reinstall it. Because trying to find everything would just be... I'm reasonably good at labeling stuff, but there are a few fragmented files here and there that I'd have a bit of a job tracking down, I think. There's been the odd occasion when I've dumped stuff out of my downloads folder into the recycle bin and then found something on streams not working, and I've had to go back through the files that I threw into the recycle bin because I hadn't actually moved it from the download bin into my streaming bin or streaming folder. So yeah, it's still kind of blowing my mind that you can actually shift all that stuff, lock, stock and barrel, into one file. So it locates everything in your stream and puts it into one file, which you can effectively then transport anywhere in the world to another OBS, any PC, import it and start streaming again. So as I say, it for anybody that's got a fairly complicated, and I've got a lot of bells and whistles that have gone on in the stream with things being masked and things being blurred and things being highlighted and things having auras around them and stuff like that. Then yeah, it's always a concern to me that I'll lose some of that somewhere along the line, or the PC trips up, the drive fails or whatever, and I've lost everything. So I've now got a version of it in the cloud, and I've got it on my 2 other drives in the PC as well, just in case something happens. It also should make, if you ever have to do a Windows reinstall, it should make it pretty simple. You forgot. I went like, you don't need to say that you're actually just watching Crunchyroll. Cool. Who is now lost to Crunchyroll for the next 30 days. Because after a bit of faffing about, we managed to get Kuwu to use the code that I got for gifting 2 subs in Eon's stream. So just in case anybody is interested in that offer, if you gift 2 subs in anyone's stream at the moment on Twitch, you get 30-day code for Crunchyroll, which is it's an all right deal. You know what I love about Instagram Reel? What do you love about Instagram Reel? It's a pretty good deal that you can schedule your reels now. Oh, okay. Big news in the world of reels. I need to get better at doing stuff like that, but I never quite have the motivation to get stuff ready for posting and stuff. I should do it more. But yes, it's all good, all good. So that's been my big revelation of the weekend, is that I've discovered this app thing or extension that just pulls everything into. I use Twitch for the videos. I don't bother with editing. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I've got all the clips, obviously, so I should, I should technically just fire them into. I mean, the only thing I probably would do is maybe put subtitles on them, because there's a lot of software that makes that. I mean, even Microsoft Clipchamp does that for. You just push a button, and it scans the video file and puts in the subtitles for you, and you can edit the subtitles, just in case it's made a mistake somewhere along the line. But the 2 or 3 times I've used it, it's actually been pretty decent. I mean, I've only had to change maybe a couple of words, and maybe a couple of grammatical, shifting a comma or something like that, because it's sensed that I have paused when I didn't really mean to pause or whatever. So, it's pretty decent. And Clipchamp obviously is free for use. Yeah, it works in CapCut as well, but I think CapCut only gives you 6 times in a certain period that you can use the free captions. So if you're doing a batch of them for the week or whatever, then you'd probably run out of free chances to get to it. But yeah, Clipchamp does it for nothing all the time. So that's another one. But yeah, it's been an all right weekend. I mean, the weekend's been made even better by the fact that that I'm not working tomorrow. We've got another 3-day weekend, which is insane. We do always go through this in the UK. We get there's about 2 months where we get 3 bank holidays, so end up working 4-day weeks. You do because on average, I think you start in the UK normally with round about 24, 25 days of annual leave, which can be boosted through long service. And then on average, depends on who you work for, but on average, you'll probably get another 10 days of public holiday on top of that. So like bank holidays on a Monday to celebrate something or other, long forgotten in the past, but the holiday exists. So you'll get Good Friday and Easter Monday. There's then a start of May. Yeah, that's insanity to me. 11 vacation days a year. I mean, I'm bad at taking holidays because I tend to take a week with my partner because she's in retail. So after Christmas, we tend to take a week so she can recover. And then we'll take another one probably in May, round about her birthday, or between my birthday and her birthday. So we can go away, do something or whatever between our birthdays because we're only 3 weeks apart birthday-wise. And then I never have another holiday until September. And I never really think about it terribly much, but you get an average of about 7 days holidays. That's just crazy. How you can expect a human to only have 7 days off working in a year and still function at full capacity is just absolutely insane to me. You need time to recover. You need time to let your brain cool down and your body recover from either getting up and commuting or getting up early because you need to go to the office or whatever. It's madness not having more weeks of holiday. So, I mean, I think I've got 29 days now, standard. 29 standard days of holiday, and I'll get 10 days of public holiday on top of that. So I'm almost at 40 days of holiday throughout the course of the year. I mean, it's required. You just need to chill and go and do something else and recover from it because working lives are no longer sort of 9 to 5. You need to, if you're working 8 till 6 every day, potentially, some people work longer than that, then you need recovery time. It's just madness not expecting you or expecting you to keep going and going and going. Your first day off is for your subathon. I know it's crazy. However, and I don't know whether this is related, it's probably just in my head, but as I keep saying, I'm coming up for my 18th year with the company that I'm working for at the moment. And I've never had a day off. I never had a sick day. I heard in the radio that research shows you can fully recover from work after 14 days off. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's because most people take 2 to 3 days to actually wind down. And most people, I think, would start to think about work 2 to 3 days before they go back from their holiday. So if you, stretch that out over a 2-week holiday, then you're probably getting a week of total free and clear, not really thinking about anything other than your vacation or your holiday. You know, so it's an interesting one. But yeah, it's I just couldn't. There's no way I could contemplate only having a week off in a year. that would drive me to distraction. You know, I really don't think I'd cope with that particular. I suppose it's what you're used to. But as I say, I've not had a sick day in 18 years, so that's maybe because I've got a decent amount of holiday as well. And it's not saying that I kind of drag myself into work when I'm feeling horrendous. I'm just very fortunate to not to be. Your company doesn't offer paid vacation until after 365 days in the company. Okay, so you need to do a full year, and then you can get paid vacation. Well, that seems like a better deal than some American companies that just don't give you any vacation ever. What about sick pay? Do you get paid for sick days? So is there a certain number of sick days that you'll get paid for? Because that's the way the UK system works, that there'll be, once you go, not a thing, okay. So it really incentivizes never, ever being off work at any time ever, or you're just not going to get paid. That's crazy. I mean, if you're genuinely ill, then the last thing you need, on top of being genuinely ill and having to miss work, you use your vacation hours for personal days off or sick. Personal days off, work stresses me out so much that it makes me. I'm not laughing at you, Koo. I'm laughing at your choice of words. And in all honesty, if it is giving you that much stress, then maybe it's not the job for you. Some places here give you floating holidays, but everyone fights for specific days. Yeah, like Christmas or See, to me, Christmas or Thanksgiving should be.
Quote number 183. I mean, work stresses me out so much that it makes me piss at my ass. Koo. Just chatting. May 25th, 2025.
You need to be prepared for that to happen if you're going to say it. Cool. But to me, like Christmas or Thanksgiving should just be a standard day off. It's a holiday that everybody should have. You shouldn't have to be, for God quotes when I think, you shouldn't have to actually put in for, or go into the gladiatorial arena to get Christmas off. That's insane. I mean, our office only shuts. Technically, our office only shuts for 3 days between Christmas and New Year. So we are, but it doesn't give you those holidays, those days off for nothing. You have to take 3 days of your holiday entitlement. But because we get 2 statutory holidays, which would be Christmas and Boxing Day, then that forms a week. When I worked retail, we wouldn't like to take it off on Thanksgiving or the Friday after. I can kind of understand that in a way, because they would be very, very big days. Thank you, Kay. Did I put that back on? I did put it back on, yeah. Yeah, they'd be big days for retail, I suppose, and sales, I suppose, Thanksgiving sales and stuff. But yeah, Christmas Day, obviously all the shops here are shut on Christmas Day, so there's no point in going. And Boxing Day, all the shops are shut. That should be illegal. Yeah, absolutely. But it depends on the terms and conditions of your contract, It depends. If the stores are open all that time, then it's just customary practice. Great. Yeah, but I mean, if you've ever worked in retail, you'll know. But one of the best bits, I mean, Christmas Eve was just, when I worked retail, was absolutely hilarious in one respect, because you get these punters running in at sort of, we would close the stores at 5:30 so we could get set up and ready for sale. And you get punters sort of diving under the barriers at, tell me how to do your ads over. I will, yes, if I can remember. A lot of my, this is why I've needed to back up my stream key, because I am terrified that I've put things in, I've put things into the stream and I can't remember how I've done some of this stuff because I did it once, it worked, and I've never had to think about it again for 2 years. So there is a bit of, how did I do that? but I'll have a think about it, and I should be able to kind of. It's not in MIU. It's I've just done something with it, and I can't remember how to do it. I think I've made a custom dock. It's something to do with a custom dock. I remember that much, but I'll DM you. Yeah, you get punters on Christmas Eve diving under the sort of barriers as the barriers are coming down. You get guys coming underneath at sort of 5:20, almost in tears because they hadn't got their partner's Christmas present and they were absolutely desperate. And you're like, dude, you've had 364 and a half days to get this present. Why are you now coming 10, 15 minutes before the store shuts and expect us to stay open so you can do your shopping? What the hell have you been doing? This music takes me back. It sounds like what my mom listens to. It's probably, if she's anywhere near my age, then yeah, probably. Although this is Banshee's playlist. It's quite amusing. Banshee is now plundering my past musical taste. So I'm feeding her all this stuff that I listened to when I was 18, 19, 20. And she's lapping it up. She's loving it, absolutely loving it. So a lot of the stuff that she is now putting in her playlist is stuff that I listened to way back when. She's going through a real 80s kick at the moment. I've been feeding her all the late 80s hair metal bands and tracks. So she's absolutely loving life at the moment, and there's so much of it to choose from. It's crazy. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Things got awful serious after that, and I mean, I don't get me wrong. Grunge was my era. It's my favorite era of music. I loved all the grunge scene, and I was in my early 20s when it sort of hit as well. So it just kind of hit me absolutely when it needed to. But I had loved all the hair metal stuff up to that point, the excess of it all, and the fact I was playing guitar quite a lot as well. And could play a lot of the stuff. Served me well when I wanted to show off to people, But it's been a long while since I've been able to play a lot of that crazy stuff. Show off to us. Cool. I haven't picked a guitar up for about 4 or 5 years. The unfortunate thing was that my last dog. I don't care. My last dog really didn't enjoy squealing guitars coming through amplifiers. So I basically just stopped playing for probably about 9 years we had him. And I've never really picked it up since we moved, which is another 3 years on top of that. So it's probably been about a decade since I've really played the guitar in anger. But I keep meaning to. I bought strings the other week, actually. I keep meaning to get back into it and just see how the boys react to it. They're so stupid and headbanger anyway. They'll probably like it, but they don't run away when I'm playing kind of mad stuff on the Sonos speaker or whatever. Time to start again. I know it's everything. You'll know as well, Mario. It's everything becomes a competition. If you want to play games. Then if you want to play guitar, that takes time away from games. If you want to stream, then that takes time away from playing guitar. If you want to play, if you want to watch anime, then you need to kind of juggle that with something else. And the unfortunate thing, and I think most people say this, is that as I have become anime, as I've advanced in years, let's say, I have become more deficient in time to dedicate to stuff like that. If I'm not good at something, immediately I give up. I'm the worst. Yeah. This is where I get to at the weekend. I'm like, right, this weekend I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to do a bit of this stuff on stream in OBS. And then I'm going to watch some anime, and then I'm going to pick up this guitar and I'm going to play an hour just to get myself back into it. And then I get to the weekend and there's so many things that I want to do. I end up getting totally paralyzed by it and never do any of it, which is really irritating. I used to try and learn songs on your keyboard. Yeah, I haven't played in years. It's one of these things. It's a really weird sensation, and then you get to the end of the day, and you kind of really down on yourself because you didn't do anything. Um, but you did. You must have done something. It wasn't like you were just staring at a wall. So I'm trying to be less hard on myself with that kind of thing. You know, it's one of these sad situations. But my partner's always saying to me, "Why don't you paint or draw? Because you're good at it." And unfortunately, she doesn't have any particular, and she would admit this herself. She doesn't have any particular talent. She's not musical. She's not artistic. She hasn't got any particular. I mean, she's quite good at doing jigsaw puzzles, but she hasn't got any sort of hobby, creative hobby, let's say. She can't play a musical instrument. But she can't understand why me, who can play musical instruments, can carry a tune song-wise. There are jigsaw puzzle competition. I don't want to get her started on that. Yeah, there are. She's aware of that, but why is that suddenly all of a sudden become dark? There are jigsaw competitions. I don't want to get her. She's extremely competitive as well, so I don't really want to get her involved in that kind of nonsense. Me and your partner are twins. Yeah, yeah. I've heard Gab talk about it in the past as well. But she can't understand why I don't do art or paint or draw or play the guitar or whatever. But it's just a constant fight for time to do it, you know? If I sit down to draw something, it's going to take hours and hours and hours to get it done. If I start to paint something, it can take weeks. Are you having a dig at me there, Mario? I feel that was a veiled criticism. Should I be taking offense right now? I'm not sure whether I should be taking offense or not. But it's just a constant friction of if I do one thing, then I can't do the other. But I want to do it all, and I can't do it all. So where do you start? What falls by the wayside first, in order for you to be able to do the other thing that you really, really want to do? It's a kind of weird situation, isn't it? A weird situation. Don't quite understand how I'm ever. The only time I'm ever going to claim all that back. I like being creative, but I don't have the patience for it. I've got the patience for it. I just don't have the time for it. There's always something pulling in another direction for me to go in, you know, whether it's the dogs or whether it's, you know, spending time with my partner, or whether it's cooking, whether it's whatever, you know, there's always something that needs done, which means I can't just sit down and dedicate the hours that I used to when I was younger. So I couldn't afford to do it. Like if I sit down for it, I don't want to do it anymore. I can understand that. There's times when I'm, you know, I'm sort of well, in the past when I was really hyped to pick the guitar up and play, but you'd turn it on, and if you didn't quite get the sound you were looking for, it was quite hard to be creative because you weren't quite getting exactly the tone that you wanted. So nothing sounded particularly correct or right. So at that point, it was just put the guitar down and walk away from it. You like being creative, but I never have any ideas. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's different levels of creativity, I suppose. You don't have to be 100% original all the time. It's torture to have so many ideas, but not be creative enough. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I do on OBS and stuff is a sort of Frankenstein's monster of things that I've seen on other people's channels, and I've got absolutely no idea of how to do it. But I'll either try and find something on the internet that either points me in the right direction, or I'll download some piece of free software to install and muddle around with it until something clicks and works. And if I can get that to work, because I'm quite sure, like all the editing that I do for the raid videos or whatever, or the channel video, nobody's ever told me how to do that. I've just kind of fiddled with stuff and thought, oh, you can hear it and you can see it, and it doesn't look a complete mess. But it's probably taken me 15 times longer than it should have done, and I've probably done it all the wrong way, but the end product actually looks okay. At school, I was in art class, but I was too slow and distracted, so I almost never finished my art, which would be graded 2, and because I was never done, I would always go, oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no point in trying to be creative and being time managed at the same time. I'm not posting. I'm basically saying that everything I do is probably completely the wrong way to do it. But what I'm showing you at the end of the day looks okay. Lucky you. Okay, your stuff looks good as well. Oh God, I'm so talented and creative. I just don't have the time. Well, the problem is that it's taking me so long to do the thing because I don't know how to do it properly and I don't know the shortcuts. That I could be doing other stuff. I could be playing guitar or I could be painting or drawing. But it takes me far, far too long to do the other stuff because I don't really understand what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons. That's a terrifying emote, Madu. That's horrendous. That's so threatening. I think that's one of the worst emotes anybody's ever posted in my chat. It's so threatening. And now I can't take my eyes off it. I'm like transfixed by it. Don't break eye contact. That's Sasuke. Okay, where's Sasuke from? I have. Oh, hello. I mean, that's pretty bad, but getting the absolute eyeball. Naruto. Okay, I've never seen Naruto. I remember I arrived at the doors of anime way after a lot of these series started, so I've never felt the need to go back and watch them. So yes, but it's almost gone now. If so, one more message and it'll disappear from my field of view. Fantastic. That doesn't mean people should stop speaking, so it's always there. Yes. So there we go. Spam it. You're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker, Kay. Should we play a game, do you think? Here she goes. It's even worse if I look left and see it in the actual chat. It's huge there. On OBS, it looks horrendous. It's making me nervous now. Yes. So, should we play a game, do you think? We should probably start playing a game. The first game I'm going to play is a game called Pieces of Me, which is by Emika Games, who, if you are a fan of the channel, you'll know that we've played most, if not all, of Emika's games. We play games here, yeah, every now and again. Yes, we've played virtually all of Emika games. And this is a spiritual Emika, you say, indeed, yes. This is a spiritual successor to September the 7th, which was a short-ish game, which was kind of set around Christmas. And it it was one of the first games that I played. It was within the first couple of months, I suppose, of me being a horror streamer, I think, when I wasn't really sensitive, desensitized.
Added. Quote number 184. Oh God, I'm so talented and creative, I just don't have the time. Maru's impression of death. Just chatting. May 25th,
I'm glad you put Maru's
2025.
impression of death. Yes, this was early on in my horror career, and I hadn't become sort of desensitized to the jump scares at that point. And my God, this game scared the living daylights out of me. There was 2 or 3 of the jump scares that I damn near had a heart attack at. They were so fast and so violent. It was terrifying. So where is the monitor? What do you mean, where is the monitor? Oh, the heart monitor. Well, yeah. Well, what I was going to say is, from what I hear, although this is a spiritual successor and the actual setting is identical, you know, it's the same apartment that the September 7th was set in. It's a very different type of game. It's more a narrative build. From what I can gather, there's a couple of scares in it, but it's nowhere near as violent. You're doing a puzzle while watching stream. I mean, I could set the heart monitor up. It'll probably be horrendous anyway because I had a huge dinner of pasta and garlic bread. So my body will be trying to process that. So it's probably going to be quite high anyway. Let's see. Is it going to work okay? Are we going? Yes. Okay, it's started. Right. Have we got? Where am I here? Now I can't find the. Where is the? Where the hell's the monitor gone? I can't find the. Did I delete it from? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Kerry's yellow. Garlic, but garlic bread. Garlic bread. Indeed, garlic bread. Not like a baguette or whatever. It was small. It's almost like mini ciabattas with garlic butter, which is slightly different, I suppose, but very nice. So actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Key training for the puzzle competition. Yeah, now you've ignited that within her. She's like, oh, I need to get competition ready. So yes, we'll play that first, and see where we get to. There is a demo that I wouldn't mind playing, which is quite an interesting one. I saw Insim play an early. Well, you need to get better. Hat. Oh, sorry. There's too many things happening at the same time. Yeah, I saw Insim play it, and I thought that looks quite cool. But the game wasn't out. But they've just released a demo for it. So if we get time, which we probably won't have now because I've yapped for almost 45. Well, in fact, longer than 45 minutes. Then we will play that. But as I say, that might be a little bit of a no chance now. Oh, don't do that to me.
Listen, you idiot.
I'm trying to do 3 things at once now. Give us a chance. Wheel of Hats. Let's do that. And then hand the Yap King his crown. Indeed. Yeah, I'm turning into Maru here. He swapped the screen. I thought it was the game. Iconic Glasgow. Fantastic. Now, some of you might not understand what that means if you've never been to Glasgow. However, there's a statue of an ancient historical figure in the UK who sits out on his horse, the Duke of Wellington, who sits on a horse outside the Modern Art Gallery in Glasgow. And he's on a podium that would probably be about 8 to 10 feet high. And it's it's a full size representation. So it's a real life horse with a real life, human character sat on it. So it's a fairly big thing. But there's, it's permanently got a traffic cone sitting on the Duke of Wellington's head. Imagine Kay wearing a headband for sweating in that one song they play when someone is exercising for a match. Yeah, is that Eye of a Tiger by Survivor. Hello, Disappointing Guardian. So yes, this has become an icon in Glasgow. The Duke of Wellington always has a traffic cone on his head. They tried to stop it. But it's just not been possible to stop it. It might not be cool, but that's the one I think of. If there's a training montage and people are getting ready for a thing, it's so big, I can't even get it in camera shot. It's so big. So right, let's go. I'll go back to chat so we can start that. See, Ooh. It's that way. There we go. Just so I can prove that it's actually there.
Added. Quote number 185. It's so big, I can't
I'm
even
now
get it
paying
in
the
the camera
price for being
shot.
cheeky in
Just
Kay's
chatting,
chat yesterday.
May 25th, 2025.
You were doing that. Okay, let's go there. And then we can take that down a wee notch. I love the hat though. Wellington's jealous. Indeed, yes. Are you from the area? Disappointing, or should I call you Guardian or disappointing, or what should I call you? Right, let's go. We need to change the thing before Kerry does it again. We are playing Pieces of Me, so that's that. And then we need to do that before I start that. I love calling him disappoint this. Either or disappoint is always fine. Guardian works too. Or DG. I'll call you DG. As Kay has said, calling you disappointing may not be the best. I hadn't really thought about that. Right. Can you hear the game? There's a reason you have that tag, okay? Yes, you can hear the game. Nice. Righty. God, it's hot in here. I haven't set the timer going on this thing. Where has I've changed all the buttons on my Stream Deck. Is that moving? Okay, yes. I want to go English. New game. Pardon me. Our parents got divorced when my little sister started 6th grade. She didn't want to leave town with Mom, switch schools, or try to make new friends. She insisted on staying with Dad. I was already out of the house by then, well into my 30s. It's been 3 years since then. She'd visit us during the holidays and always said everything was fine. But after the divorce, Dad started drinking. A lot. We were worried, but she kept saying she was handling it and that Grandpa was looking after them. Today, I'm heading back to visit her and surprise her. I'll be staying with Grandpa. He's the only one who'll know I'm coming. Okay. I'm glad that the little continue thing popped up there because, my God, that was quick. Thank you, Darth. I heard a wee rumour that there might be a small chance of these coming back. On my way, I got into an accident and ended up spending the night in an abandoned village. Something inexplicable was happening there. It felt like stepping straight into the heart of a nightmare. After finally contacting emergency services, I resumed my journey to my grandfather. Ooh. 1 day later. Gracia, 3:04 p.m, September the 30th. Oh, I've got PTSD now. Head to your grandfather's apartment. Okay. This is insanely beautiful looking, but my God, I remember this vividly. The terror of being in this apartment was not funny. Burb. I don't know where grandfather's apartment is. Okay, that would be grandfather's apartment then. In the video settings, you can enable or disable visual hints. Okay, I'll go for the, okay, we'll just go with this at the moment. It'll save my stupidity. Okay, that's quite loud in my ears. I shall take that down a notch. Is it too loud for you, or is it okay? Is there a way to save your stupidity? In one file. Tab. Check the mailbox. Okay. Okay. Volume levels seem fine. Go to the apartment. Okay. Grandpa forgot to turn off the lights again. Well, at least the lights are on and it's broad daylight. Headphones are really immersive, though. Yeah. The one thing that Emika Games I think stands head and shoulders above most of the current breed of horror developers is the sound design. Sound design in Emika's games is normally absolutely top tier. That's what actually gives you the scare. It's not the visuals, it's the fact that the sound's so eerie and creepy most of the time. There's always something going on in the background. At least that damn gnome's not here anyway. So this is 2009 we're talking. Okay. Nice rug on the wall. Okay. I missed the gnome. I don't. Grandpa wrote something. Oh, got to read it. Okay, Grisha, my dear grandson, I was waiting for you last night, but I've got work today. I'm so happy you're here. Give me a call. I remember this. I used to live here or something. Indeed. Do not wake. Church's house. I wonder who Church is. Do you think Church is a cat? Or a rat? Or... It is funny though, Kerry, isn't it? How you remember these things so vividly. Hello? Grisha, hi. Sorry I couldn't be there to meet you. I had to leave for work. It's not a big deal. I had a tough journey and couldn't make it on time. You're welcome to stay with me as long as you need. I understand why you don't want to live with your father, but try to see things from his perspective too. Thanks. Enjoy the lurk. I've prepared a folding bed for you, just like you asked. Anya used to sleep in it sometimes when she stayed over. See you in the morning. Okay. All right, grandfather. I'm going to get some rest. See you. Anya Forger, I don't think so. There are so many memories tied to this apartment. I used to sleep over here a lot when I was a kid, and later I'd bring my sister with me. She loved spending weekends with her grandparents, but after Grandma passed away, we stopped coming as often. Now I regret that. Turn on the record player and take a look around the living room. Okay, where is the record? Oh, there might be the cat. Look. Hey, Church. Long time no see, buddy. Oh. Indeed. Although, when was the last time any of us came across a cat called Church? That didn't end well, did it? I heard cat. Where is it? There it is. But as I say, the last time we heard a cat called Church, that did not end well. Look at all these all like characters from various Emika games. That's the only Church I'd worship. Hello, Grim. Pet Cemetery. The cat in Pet Cemetery was called Church. And it was one evil MF when it came back from the dead. I think the record player might actually be the tape recorder. It's a pony tape recorder. Check the room. Okay. This is Grandpa's house. I drew a map for you. Why is that emote not come up? Yeah, I was going to say, weird. When Anya was a child, she drew this map for me. Okay. Go to the kitchen. No, I don't really want to go to the kitchen, thanks. Because that's where all... Hello, Ven. How are you? Lovely to see you here. That's where all my problems started last time. Oh, hello. Youth glamour.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
Good grief! I'm putting you in timeout!
Couldn't resist there. Couldn't resist. Turn on the electric kettle. Okay. Okay, we've turned on the electric kettle. I should take a shower. Not after you just put the kettle on, surely. I mean, the shower's going to take longer than the kettle boiling. Whoa, dude, can we have a shower beer? Nice. Shower with kettle water. Ooh, tipsy. Nice. Looks like some fries in there. You don't get the hype of a shower beer. Okay. What's this? I'm not going to take that. That looks like sardines or something. Not up with that. I'm good to see you. I'm good. It's a crisp 6:30 AM for me, so I'm waking up with you. Ooh, ooh. How are you? I'm very well. My head is very hot. Why did my timer not go off? A bath coffee? No, how could you drink a hot drink in hot water? That's insanity. You crazy woman. I didn't know we can do that. Next you'll be saying you could have soup in the bath. Which is just a no-go, because you shouldn't have soup anywhere. Soup is aff. Right, are we going to get scared if I pull this back? Your boyfriend is so smart. Get that core nice and toasted. Okay. Okay, Maru, are you in the bathroom? That house in the village. Okay. What's that? I feel like strawberries could be an acceptable bath snack. Nothing. A, no bath. B, if you were forced to have a bath, you should not be eating or drinking in the bath unless it's a cold drink to cool you down. Told them about the song and he instantly knew. There we go. Apparently the song I was thinking about was Yes, Eye of the Tiger. That's the song I was talking about. Rocky Balboa in Rocky 3. Okay, that's the one in Rocky 3 where he's going to fight Clubber Lang, and that's the one where he's running up the steps in Philadelphia. That's the famous one. What's that noise? Check the kitchen. You can. I think VIPs can. Okay. That note wasn't here before. Right, 2 seconds. Ah, that's the actual Rocky theme. Okay. I get what you're saying now. Don't go towards the garages. Take the path through the woods. Interesting. Oh, hang on a sec. That needs to go there because it's freaking me out. Where am I? Oh. The phone is ringing. Answer it. I kind of knew that. Can I run? No, I can't run. I can only go at 1 speed, which is not great. Dude, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh. Grisha, your father called and told me that Anya is missing. Yesterday, while he was at work, she left a note saying she'd spend the night at a friend's place, but now it's the next day and there's still no sign of her. Your father called all her friends, but no one has seen her. What? We can't waste time. We need to find her now. Did you call the police? Hello. Hello. Who was saying hello? Hello, Pissy. How are you? The police refused to take a report. They said it's because she left home willingly and told us to return. How is that even possible? They should be out there looking for her right now. Grisha, please calm down. Grandpa, can you tell me where the key to the cabinet is? It's in the drawer. Why are you asking? There's something I left there, Grandpa. I've got to go. See you tomorrow morning. The father didn't ask, obviously, which friend. When Anya was born, I was 20. It felt like we were from different worlds. I was already living my adult life, and she was just taking her first steps. But still, she always stayed close to me. Okay. Check the glass cabinet. Okay. Liking the tunes. The glass cabinet. This glass cabinet or this glass cabinet? Okay, here. Okay, who's this?
Number 183. I mean, work stresses me out so much that it makes me piss at my ass. Kuwu. Just chatting. May 25th, 2025.
I can't do anything more there now.
Number 184. Oh god, I'm so talented and creative, I just don't have the time. Maru's impression of death. Just chatting. May 25th, 2025.
Okay, where the hell's the glass cabinet when it's at home? Ah, right, okay. Grandpa had a gun here, but it's not there anymore. Okay. Headlamp. Up ahead you'll see a dense forest top, and that's the old school, our secret place. Anya, where are you? What happened to you? Okay, take the backpack and find my old audio player in the kitchen.
Hey, baby.
I couldn't resist it. The tunes are cool. It's getting late. Time to head out. I'd be saying it's getting late. Let's not head out. Because you know what happened last time we were here during the dark? The scaring of the bejesus happened. Seems like a rather extreme way of putting off the electricity at the breaker. Ooh, Amica Games presents. Go to school. Okay. Shift makes me run. I'm loving the tunes. If it's too loud, tell me and I'll turn it down a bit. Because it's the first time it's been. I don't know. Do you want to play it? Oh, this rules. It is, well, it's a Russian developer. So I'm not surprised that it looks extremely Soviet. Almost like home. I would recommend, if you're going to play it, Kay, that you play September the 7th first. Oh, as long as you know then. Just so it's got context, is what I meant. As long as you know what September the 7th's about. Because this is supposed to be a successor, a spiritual successor to it. So much happened in this school. I spent 5th through 9th grade here, then because of low enrollment and budget cuts they shut it down and transferred everyone to other schools. Officially it was to save money, but the truth is something really disturbing was going on here. Hydrate, Grim? There's our Emika teddy bear. Lots of water. Eat, yes, make sure that you've had something to eat. Fresh air. Headache tablets. Paracetamol. Okay, somebody's vanished into the ether. I'll look that, no bother. Wash your face. Hello Parto, how are you? Eat some ibuprofen. Yeah, paracetamol probably more than ibuprofen. Ibuprofen's more for muscular pain. But if that's all you've got. Okay. Right, how do we put on... We've got a flashlight, but... people are different indeed. I can't get into the school from here. I need to find another way. I'll just pop out chat and chat with everyone without watching stream. Asking to take care of myself is too much. For me, paracetamol does nothing against headaches, but ibuprofen helps, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Is that a teacher? I'm presuming that's a teacher, because that's the only adult in that big pile of people. Okay. I don't typically get headaches. I am the master of headaches. I'm always getting headaches. But it's more sinus related than anything else. Does that mean I can't actually go anywhere? I can have 3, 4, 5 day long headaches because of my sinus issues. I don't think there's anything else in here for us to pick up, so we must have, there must be another entrance somewhere. Yeah, it's not pleasant, but I've been dealing with it since I was about 12, so it's not particularly big. I kind of get on with it nowadays. Okay. Can I not get any further? Oh, I seem to have hit a wall here. Okay. Can I not get any further there? No, can't get any further that way. Okay. There didn't appear to be anything. Have I missed something somewhere? Why does that thing keep swinging? Slightly worrying. There's a dog going absolutely mad, mental, crazy there. Okay, I can get in through this window. I saw a crate inside the school. Grab it. I can use it to climb through the window. Okay. Damn, it's getting dark in here. Right, we've got the crate. I can climb through the window. Let's go. Is this This looks awful like the school from Summer of 58. There's not much time. I need to look around quickly. Maybe I'll find some clue about my sister. Which, if it is... oh no. Because that was a wild ride. That bear swinging on that swing outside is not good news. Dang, that's... okay. I'll put this off at the moment. Ooh. The air reeks of vagrants. Why are teenagers so drawn to places like this? Because of that. It's the beer. Also the fact that summer's on my face. Absolutely. But were you hydrating while you were doing all that, Grim? Because if you weren't drinking water while you were doing all that with the sun in your face and doing physical work, it's not much wonder. And I'm presuming you haven't had much to eat today. Arrow. Okay. What the heck? This is Anya's handwriting. July the 15th. I think that summer you had just moved here. I remember sitting outside my building with my best friend, a girl, when you walked by. We decided to joke around, thinking you would just keep walking, but you stopped. After that, you started coming here every day. We would stand in the entrance for hours just talking. You told me that you and your parents were planning to move to our neighbourhood, and I remember how, little by little, I started waiting for you to show up. Use your wings. Okay. Grim, you dumbass. I can't take care of myself here. Working in the sunlight all day can... Yep, need a hat. Absolutely. Right, enough. You nonsenses. Okay, I can't go back that way. Oh, no, I can't get back that way. Hello, Church. What are you doing here? I knew this cat was going to be bad news. Any cat that's called Church. Just put the ear protection over the hat. He's come back from the pet cemetery, I'm telling you. I think I can climb over. Right, where are we now? So I has climbed over that. It's very realistic. What's that? Sorry, I heard the cat. I had to imitate it. Blocks. Hello, sir. Or hello, madam, even. I presume. Nice. A bit anarchy going on here. Right, let's go. Where are we? It's a fantastic looking game, though, isn't it? Really, really. And I have to say, major props to the dev for not putting batteries in the spot in the flashlight, because that's a pain in the hoop. Ooh, everybody's got their eyes taken out there, more or less. Why does the guy in the far left still look like... Oh no! Straight in the middle of the picture with glasses on. Who's that? Is that Anya? Okay. We can't go there, but we can sneak under here. Okay, so we can crouch. Yes. Control. And we're under here. So we can now potentially go back out, or we can go upstairs. Let's have a quick look outside first. Yes, note. Oh my god. Buckle in, people. Technical assignment for content recording in abandoned school. Number 1. The location needs to be fully prepared before filming. On the morning of the 29th, I will sketch everything out, and right before shooting, we'll set up the cameras. Props should be placed in advance. 1. Introduction. Location, abandoned school. Shooting date, September 30th. Format, horror investigation. Objective, to create a chilling, immersive atmosphere using props and pre-recorded elements to bring the story of the cursed place to life. 2. Props and setup. Important. Everything must be set up before recording. Stick to the checklist. Scatter old notebooks and textbooks. Main entrance boarded up. Place an old photograph inside a locker. Found online. Okay, so we've found that. Geography classroom. Newspaper article about the school's closure. Student photos, magazines, textbooks, or any relevant document. History classroom. Notes left by students. Student photos, notebooks, textbooks. We won't be entering the history classroom. Main corridor and locker area. Set up lighting and sleeping bags. Position a camera, tripod. Draw a hopscotch grid on the floor. And add eerie messages on the walls. Staircase to the second floor. Place an old doll for a creepy visual. Star of the show, Doll Masha. Hallway, install cameras and lighting. Russian language classroom, set up cameras, arrange dolls for effect. Second floor, place a second sleeping bag and install lighting. Restroom, on the floor, scattered photographs and torn diary pages. On the wall, the message, help me. Principal's office, hang heavy chains on the door. Just like in that game about the foggy town. I wonder what that means. Yes. Oh god, we haven't done that for a while. Cool. We might have to defer that one very slightly. The only reason being, my Kindle has died. Ooh, hello. The doll's out here now. Right, so that's that one. Okay, yeah. Ooh, can we not? Okay. The door is now locked. Yeah. No, but I'd quite like to do... Hello? I'd quite like to do it. It's been ages since we've done it, but I'll charge up my Kindle tonight. And we'll do it at some point over the course of the week. Whenever the most appropriate time. Okay, so we've got... I mean... Task lighting. They've just left a camera here, pointing that way. So... You know, in an abandoned place... Taking a bit of a risk, I would have said. No? It's not letting us in. Ooh. Which means it will probably let us in automatically in a bit. Is there any mods here today? Doesn't appear. No, Banshee's with Dan, and I think Honor is with Dan and Banshee in Dan's stream.
Arigato!
Cool. Okay, I'm slightly confused. Only honorary mod Kubu, indeed, yeah. Why am I not getting in anywhere? What am I missing in here? Or is it going to force me back out into the... There we go. You have summoned Honor. Oh dang, it's on. Right, we're going. Okay. Rude. Absolutely rude. Mr. Kubi, first question for a mod application. Have you ever modded before? Okay, so this door is now open. Hello, Honor. How are you? How be things going with Banshee and Dan? Kay showed me the clip of Banshee waxing Dan's shin. Okay, so are we saying that it was hilarious? Yes. I feel that he was maybe play acting a little to the canon, but then it's all about the content, isn't it? It's not that so. Second question, how do you create a poll without using the panel in the mod view? I almost typed honey, but ignore that. These questions are rigged. Ooh. That's Anya. Break the wall with something heavy. Ooh, what's this? I just need to hold on to you, to hear that everything will be okay. I really did love you. I just want to wake up as someone else and stop lying to myself. But this is my reality, no matter how awful it is. You don't even know what mod view is. I'm loving this creepy doll, but I could do without it following me around all over the shop. To be fair, it's a sacred place. All right then. Nae need, as they say. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. The only problem with thanks, Kubu. The only problem with the laugh here is that it sounds so like Maru. I'm not taking it seriously. Oh, is this where we're going to find... can we take that? Almost said something that would have got me clipped there. Okay, let's go down the back here. We keep finding all these pictures, but... Oh, it's always somebody with a pair of glasses. So, are we saying that they're actually real? Nice. Sledgehammer. Okay, that's not a... Click this, that's just the lines. Okay, so I can't do that. Wait, there's a way to do it. Mod. Kay is blowing everyone who's a mod. Blowing everyone's mind at the moment. Okay. Enough. Okay, at the wall. Yeah, yes. Look at all these mods. Okay. Ad starting in 2 minutes. Ooh, okay. Search the room. Okay.
Шурик, ты чего опять флешку забыл?
В смысле? Я вставил ее в камеру. Ты... Ну что, погнали?
Погнали. Зачем ты его убираешь?
Так размагнитится.
Понятненько.
Сама-то душнила, ну правда.
Tim, stop making me laugh.
Да диск потом работать не будет, а у меня будет. Погнали. Не, игра, короче, очень классная. Прям я в восторге. Правда, там пройти момент не могу с пугалом.
Okay.
Там крюк не цепляется.
So they're setting up for the film
Типа
shoot.
обязательно играть ночью.
Привет. Всем Сэм. Сегодня мы с моим напарником направились в одно из самых мрачных и пугающих мест – заброшенную школу. Говорят, здесь обитают даже призраки. И сегодня мы с вами узнаем, насколько это место страшно.
Okay.
На самом
I have a
деле.
feeling that you will.
Пока мой напарник настраивает свет, я вам расскажу пару историй об этом месте. Я это вырежу. Что это?
Не знаю.
Иди,
I think they've effed around
ну иди проверь, ты мужик или я.
and they're about to find out.
Ну что там? Саш, что там?
Да нет здесь ни хера. Это, наверное, крыс.
Probably just
Крысы,
rats.
блядь. В 30-х
Really?
годах на
16
этом
is not in the
месте
chat?
находилась психиатрическая клиника, где погибли десятки пациентов.
Ooh, always a psychiatric hospital.
Одни не выдержали и свели счеты с жизнью, а другие стали жертвами ужасных экспериментов врачей. Я тебя видела. Ты кого пытаешься напугать? Мы еще не начали, а этот парень пытается меня напугать. В 50-х годах это здание закрыли.
In the 50s, the building was shut down,
Через
okay?
10 лет его снесли, и именно на этом месте построили вот эту школу, в которой начали происходить какие-то странные и страшные вещи. На первой линейке, на самой первой линейке из окна выпал ученик. Конечно же, это списали на несчастный случай, но... Саня, это ты? Но вскоре ученики стали замечать силуэты в коридорах. Количество самоубийств начало расти. Школу окутала атмосфера безысходности и страха. Даже учителя признавались, что здесь творится что-то по-настоящему жуткое. Сань? Сань, это ты?
I quite like the fact that this has just jumped into a complete video. It's mental. Oh. Back in a minute and a half, folks.
Нормально? Или
Нормально.
еще дублик?
Да сойдет, пойдем.
Ништяк. Ну, погнали дальше.
Школу окончательно закрыли в 1990 году, и с тех пор это место стало прибежищем для подростков и наркоманов. Заброшенные коридоры и пустые классы хранят не только эхо прошлого, но и следы тех, кто пытается найти укрытие здесь от реального мира. Вот такая вот история. Вот такая вот история, ребята. Я уверена, что этот будет, что этот выпуск будет супер интересно. Вот такая вот история. Саш, Саш, это не по сценарию.
Ну что, погнали? Ты что, призраков испугал?
What in the Blair Witch? Oh, this is cool. I really hope I won't have to burn the whole school too. Okay, loads of hypodermics. Find a way to escape the school. Kay, you need to play this game. This is going to scare the living pants off you. Oh, hello. It's very, very cool. It's... Hello. Okay, so I can't get out that way, the way I came in. Great. Smashing. Super. Oh. Hello? You weren't here when I first came in. Why have you got all the bloods on you? Or is that jam? Hello? That's cabin lady. Oh, it could be actually. I think she's watching us. Is her eye moving when we're moving? Dude, we've got a sledgehammer. We should be using that to get right out of here now. I don't really want to turn my back on her. Ooh, what's this? She wants you to throw me out of the class. She just doesn't like me. Please help me out. Okay, can we take you? Okay. I don't think this is going to go very well. Okay. What in the Joker is going on here? It's Papa the Fifth. Papa Emeritus. Hush, baby. Daddy's here. Right, let's get out of, okay. She's furious. Okay. Fine. We will back the you-know-what out of here. Can we use the door yet? No, we can't. Great. Smashing. How am I going to get out of here then? So we can't use that. We can't use... oh, I mean, that's been boarded up, so we can't even climb over the top of that now. From Cabin Factory. Yeah, it did look a bit like her, didn't it? Okay, so I can't talk to Dude anymore. Oh. Hello, lady. She is actually watching every move that we make. Right, stay there. Okay. She's staying there. September 7th was the happiest day ever because you finally moved into the building next door. I love you. To the moon and back, remember. Grisha, come here. Now you're looking at me, you creepy rabbit. What's come here? Where here?
Thank you.
Many thanks for your kindness. Hey, hello, Levi cheered one, since you're being so brave.
Thank you very much. Okay. That was good timing. It was like a double jump scare attempt. Oh, I saw you nipping off there. You little creepy thing. Welcome on in, though. Lovely to see you. Can I go round here, though? Will it let me? I probably shouldn't go this way. No. Okay. So I'm going back to the... I suppose I should use the path to go back to the other building. Yes. Creepy doll's back. Hello. I'm presuming I'm now going to have to go upstairs. Oh no. Maybe not. Can I move this? Why is it pointing in that direction? Okay. Sorry, I feel like I just told you. Santa isn't real. Okay, so I can't actually go that way. Okay, back out this way then, maybe? Of course Santa's real. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hello. Who be you? Is that... oh no. I know where Anya is. Check the second floor of the school, but be careful. Olga Alexandrovna clearly doesn't like you being here. It's the girl from Cabin Factory. If Santa is real, then why haven't... If Santa is real, then why have I gotten presents? Haven't. Because you've been on the naughty list. You could read that letter. It's fairly obvious, Grim. If you haven't received presents, you've been a naughty boy. Check the school courtyard. Why am I checking the school courtyard if I'm supposed to be going to the second floor? Oh, hang on a minute. Put my flashlight on. Does it mean check the courtyard without going out into the courtyard? Or does it mean actually physically go to the courtyard? You could read that letter. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we're going back out here again. Are you going to do a PRP? Okay, what's this? Is this the same letter? Oh, yes, it is. Stop giving me that letter. Change it. I've read it. I don't need to see it again. So... By courtyard, does it mean like go off-piste and actually start wandering about? Because there's like invisible walls in it, so... Hang on a minute, what's that shiny thing? Oh, that's the camera. Oh well, I better head to work. Maintenance doesn't really need me here, as it's shared hot water service between the apartments, but I'll still keep an eye on things during the day. I hope it gets fixed, partly, because there's absolutely nothing worse than not having hot water. And being able to get washed. Hello, sir? There's probably something wrong with me. I don't understand why you showed that ambiguous drawing to your friends. Now everyone at school is staring at me, and I know what they're thinking. Right. Okay. There's an awful lot of stuff just lying around in here. Does anybody actually enjoy work? As I say, we've got a 3-day weekend in the UK, so all good. Principal's office. Hide, you occasionally do. Hide the rope. We'll figure out exactly where later. Spread out some old documents. Place archive folders around. Still need to come up with a way to use the safe. Please don't make me use the safe. I painted a fake door in one of the rooms. You'll need to figure out how to swap it in the shot. Also, seriously hope the local kids didn't trash the place. Shoot outline. Wait until it's dark. Intro. Tell the short version of the school's story. Make sure to memorise the lines. You make a noise to scare me. Then we explore the school. Go room by room. According to the list, react naturally to anything we find. Connect it to the backstory. Discuss it. Feel free to improvise here. Film the scary surprise moments separately. We'll plan them beforehand. Final scene, big reveal, voice on the recorder. Don't forget to bring it. I'll say, I don't think we're alone here. Important. Check if the floors are safe. Be careful around any collapsed areas. Safety first. We're filming both POV and on a tripod. Ghost effects added later in editing. Test the flashlights and the sound speakers. We'll use them to make noise. This has to feel like a real investigation. Most important thing, don't screw it up. These guys came well prepared, but something went wrong. Koo enjoys it when she manages to avoid getting sick again, indeed. Or she's not peeing out her bum. Perhaps more importantly. Right. Ooh, still haven't awakened your third eye. TikTok times it. One of the bloggers painted this door. I wonder what they're planning to show behind it. Somebody's having a right old time in the background here. We'll see if it happens tomorrow. There's nothing on this floor. I need to go back. Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. Seriously. They're broken. Do you honestly think that that's going to give me the heebie-jeebies? Still haven't awakened your third eye. TikTok time's running out. Okay. Okay. What, the time shift? I appear to... Oh, okay. Did I just see something out the corner of my eye? Oh, no, it's not. It's the shadow. The reflection, sorry. Right, chat. Left or right wall? Left wall strats, isn't it? Left wall every time. Oh, hello. Okay. Be an anarchist. Hello? Hello, thank you. We have the hands for a clock. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can't have any kind of horror game without a mannequin. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Have we been here? Where are we going? We're on the roof. We're definitely on the roof. I'm presuming we're going back to waken our third eye. Ooh boo. Oh. Alice in Wonderland. Okay, we've done that bit. So, do you think that gives us time to awaken our third eye? Look, it's opened the door to the mankiest bathroom in the world. We've been in some manky bathrooms, but I think that one's the worst. Okay, we're back here again. We're slipping between dimensions. This is the den. Okay, can we go this way? No. I'm quite liking the fact that you can't get lost. Anya is no longer here, but you can stay with me. What if I don't want to stay with you? You're having PTSD of the bathroom. This one? No. I saw what happened to Anya. There's no point in looking for her anymore. Okay. Ooh. Can we go back this way? Is this door shut this time?
Хуисы, блядь. В
Okay.
30-х годах на этом месте находилась психиатрическая клиника, где погибли десятки пациентов. Одни не выдержали.
This one time, I was with my mom at the orthodontist, and as we walked out, we were busy talking, and I looked at the floor, and as I walked, I smashed my head against the fire extinguisher, which was hanging on the wall. Cool. Only you could do that, you crazy lady.
В 50-х годах это здание закрыли. А через 10 лет его
Right.
снесли, и именно на этом месте
Where
построили
do
вот
we
эту
think?
школу,
We're getting right good use out of that fire
происходили
extinguisher
странные
asset, mind.
страшные вещи.
It has been
На первой
non-stop.
линейке, на самой первой линейке, из окна
Oh, we can't get out there either.
ученик.
Okay, we have the tape recorder.
Ты не такой, как эти дураки с камерой.
Ooh.
Мне пришлось от них избавиться, чтобы они мне не мешали.
Hello, Witcher Jade. How are you? Are you good? Seriously? Oh, hello. That should be a little bit bigger on the screen. Also, I drank everything. I thought that was Jade's. Oh, the alarm. No, it wasn't the alarm. My name was Polina. I used to be just an ordinary third grade girl. One day, I simply raised my hand and asked to go to the bathroom, but Olga Alexandrovna said, "No, there's not enough time before the bell." She thought it didn't matter, but for me, that was the end. I couldn't hold it in, and after that, nothing mattered anymore. The laughter that filled the classroom, I can still hear it ringing in my ears. That was the beginning. From that day on, I became an outsider, unwanted, dirty. For 5 years, I was a nobody. I pretended not to hear, pretended it didn't hurt, but it did, every single day. Nightmare.
Аня мертва.
Anya is dead. Stay with me. I'm good. I'm glad you have had a drink of water, Grim. Hopefully that will do you some good. Oh, we're back pounding the corridors again. What in the PT is going on? Ooh, balloons. Right, okay, so we can't go that way, can't go that way. Let's go back down this way. Oh, I can't run anymore. Also had a little bit of some crackers. They tasted like ass, okay? Confirmed Grim eats ass. Or he certainly knows the taste of it. Dance party at Lemay? Dance party at 6 PM. Nice. I'm sensing a bit of a carry coming here. Goddamn not. Cool was on form. Back in the 9th grade, the autumn dance was the biggest event of the season. Everybody was getting ready for it. It felt like, after the summer break, I was no longer an outcast. Like everything had changed. I didn't hear whispers behind my back anymore. That evening, they called me behind the school, offered me a sip of wine. They smiled. They hugged me. I believed it was finally over. He asked me for a slow dance. I smiled. And for a moment, everything felt right. Until it didn't. We're going to get a carry murder arc here. I can feel. I'm liking the smoochy music. Oh, hello. Okay, right. Oh, somebody's pinched me light. Okay. Doesn't matter, we're going back down the corridor again.
Added. Quote number 186. Confirmed. Grim eats ass. Deathy. Pieces of me. May 25th, 2025.
When he followed me into the bathroom, I didn't understand why. I didn't want it. I said no, but the walls didn't listen. Blood, tears, and then laughter behind the door. Their faces, their fingers, their words. Filthy, sharp, I was shaking in the corner until I was alone, and then the mirror and a whisper inside. How stupid I was to believe. I wanted to end. Sorry folks, I didn't I didn't realise that this required a trigger warning. Once I get my ID renewed, I'm get a brain scan to see what's wrong. Yes, sorry. Yes. Oh, it's okay, Kubu. I'll change it in post. I'll catch it in post, don't you worry. It was Olga Alexandrovna who found me, or rather, my body, lifeless, no longer feeling pain or fear. People talked about me for a few days and then forgot. No one looked into what really happened. Everyone thought I was strange. There was no reason to look for anyone to blame, except her. Olga Alexandrovna couldn't escape the guilt. She knew everything, but she did nothing. She tried to silence the thoughts. One day, she took just a few too many pills, by accident. Don't blame me for that.
Ольга Александровна пыталась тебя предупредить, но у нее ничего не вышло.
Here's another one. Grisha, you don't have to remember me. You didn't do anything back then either. You have to remember me, sorry. You didn't do anything back then either. You saw everything and said nothing. You just stood there like you didn't care, looking at me through the lens, taking pictures like I was just an object to you. Your camera was your shield, wasn't it? I wish I could help you find your sister. I really do, but I won't. No one helped me when I needed it. Now the camera's in your hands again. I wonder, will you finally get the shot right this time? I think Pissy has already spent far too much on the charity. Left mouse button for the flash. Oh, you are...
Ты правда думаешь, что можешь просто уйти?
I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing here. I don't know if I'm just supposed to survive for a period of time or... Oh, who's that? That's her. Okay. I'm not enjoying this bit quite so much. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just following Church.
Ты же знаешь, что от меня так просто не сбежишь.
Right, Church is working for us.
Гриша, я просто так тебя не отпущу.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right, thank God for that. We'll give Church a wee pat. Well done, thank you, sir. Well done, Church. Are you trying to show me something? It's Church, it's not cat, it's Church. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Found Anya's backpack. Nice. Why can't I pick up? Okay. There are not enough pages in the diary. Anya. Alice, I don't know what to do. This drawing, all the rumours, it's driving me insane. I feel like everyone's staring at me. Alice. I think you need to talk to Dima. Tell him how much it hurt you. Anya. I don't want him thinking I actually care. Alice. You guys haven't talked in a week. Anya. Seriously, you need to stand up for yourself. Tell him to go to hell, unless what they're saying about you is true. Anya. Of course it's not true. Fine, I'll talk to him tonight when Dad leaves for work. Thanks, also. Talking about cats, Stella climbed a tree today and had to get her down, and I may or may not have injured myself while doing so. If these chains were put up by the bloggers, then they must have had something to unlock them. I just hope they didn't hide the keys somewhere in the school. They probably have. Their bag was lying not far down the hallway. I should check it. Maybe I'll find something useful in there. Sigh. Check the blogger's bag. As long as the mannequins don't reappear, then all good. Hello, you're back. September 29th. I don't like what's happening between us. I'm sorry, but we can't be together anymore. Ooh. Grim, you should start doing vlogs. What the heck? Perfect. I won't have to look for the keys. Because all... Hello? Seriously? Is this someone's idea of a joke? Bang. Hello, cabin lady. Anya. God, that's a lot of words to say Anya. I don't even know how to look you in the eye. Okay. The day before the main events. Anya, I don't even know how to look you in the eye after all the I've done. I screwed you over. With my stupidity, my weakness, I wanted to look cool in front of others, but all I did was show how pathetic I really am. I heard them laughing at you behind your back at school, whispering in the hallways, staring, making dirty jokes, smirking, and it makes me sick knowing this all started because of me. You didn't deserve this, and I know no apology is going to fix what I did. Believe me, I don't need any damn friends if having them means betraying the one person that actually matters to me. I get it. There's probably no way you'll ever trust me again. But if even a tiny part of you still thinks I'm not completely lost, I'll do whatever it takes to prove it. Anya, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. If you can forgive me. Dima. Okay. Do we really think he's trustworthy? Oh, hello. Draw me like one of your French girls. I can do what? I couldn't hear from the stupid stuff my sister's watching at max volume. I said you should start doing vlogs. You should vlog your day about rescuing cats and seeing huge rainbows and post them on the interwebs. Yes. Okay. I should have hidden the drawings from the start. Then they wouldn't have noticed them. Are we back in the... We're back in the apartment again. I'll finish my chores at home later, but for now, I'll go to Anya. Okay, I remember those drawings. Good CRT TV. Hello. Can we get through there? No. I hadn't realised you were in the country again, Grim. It's been a while since you've been here. Can I just walk out? Ooh, I can. Anya and Dima stand outside the building. It's evening. The streetlights cast a faint glow over their faces. Anya has her arms crossed, her expression a mix of exhaustion and disappointment. Dima looks at her with despair, his eyes filled with regret. Hello, 16? Dima, I didn't want things to end up like this. Please, let's talk. I can't do this anymore. Dima, it's gone too far. Anya and Dima walk through a dense forest, a quiet distance hanging between them. Dima keeps his hands in his pockets, staring blankly ahead. Anya walks beside him, but it feels like she's completely alone. For a moment, silence settles between them. Never redeeming admission. But I'm the same in Wade's chat. I refuse to get another frog because I've got the funny number. They decided to continue the conversation at the abandoned school, a place where they used to spend a lot of time. Dima and Anya climbed to the roof of the abandoned school. It was easier to talk where no one could see them, but the place brought back only dark memories. Anya stands at the edge of the roof, her face twisted in pain. She suddenly turns to Dima. Why did you show that drawing to your friends and lie to them about me, about us? They won't leave me alone now. Dima sits on an old, broken desk. His shoulders are slumped and he tries to meet Anya's eye. Anya, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I don't even know why I did it. Dima slowly approaches Anya and wraps his arms around her from behind. Her shoulders are tense, but she doesn't pull away. They both look broken, unsure of how to move forward. Anya closes her eyes, as if trying to hide from the pain. What can I do to make things right? I don't know, Dima. I just want it all to stop. I'm not sure this is going to end well. Anya lifts her eyes and looks down at the school courtyard. She sees it. Trigger warning. Trigger warning I think is coming. She sees a group of boys approaching, the same ones who've been harassing her at school. Her fists clench, fear flashing in her eyes. She remembers how Dima, trying to show off, she had a suggestive drawing of her and spread rumours about their relationship. Now, seeing Anya with Dima on the school rooftop, the boys start mocking them from below. Why are they coming up here? Why now? The boys come up the roof and stand in front of them. One of them smirks arrogantly, clearly ready to start something. The others back him up. We're just here to talk, Anya. We've got an interesting offer for her. Dima looks at the guys with confidence, trying to hold his ground. There's a threat in his voice. Get out of here. Anya's not going to talk to any of you. One of the guys grabs her arm. Anya panics. One of the guys grabs her arm while the others surround her, blocking the way to Dima. She tries to pull away, terror written all over her face. Honor, Anya, what do you all want? Leave me alone. Don't move or it's going to get worse. Dima tries to help Anya, but the others hold him back. In a burst of desperation, he lunges at one of the guys, accidentally pushing Anya. She stumbles and falls off the edge. Anya's eyes are filled with fear. She can't fight back anymore. Why did this happen to me? Anya lies on the cold ground, her body motionless. In the distance, the boys' panicked voices echo. Their fear fills the air, but Anya doesn't hear them anymore. What have we done? Fashionably late as per. Dima rushes down to Anya, pain and regret written all over his face. His eyes are wide, he's just realised what happened. Tears stream down his cheeks, he can't stop them. Anya, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to protect you. The guys surround Dima, their faces filled with aggression and fear. One of them starts talking, his voice harsh and forceful. Quit crying like a baby. We need to do something. His voice colder now with a threatening edge. You're going to take her and hide her. Otherwise, we'll tell everyone it was your fault. Dima stands in silence, lost in thought. quietly listening to their threats. Everyone hoped the situation would somehow resolve itself. No one wanted to take responsibility for what had happened. Dima carries Anya in his arms, walking away from the abandoned school. His face is filled with guilt and determination. The air around him is heavy with emptiness. Anya looks lifeless in his arms, her body limp and motionless. Dima thoughts, "I'll help you, Anya, but for now, this is the only way." Okay, so we're now on October, to the day after the incident. I'm sure this Dima knows where Anya is. Okay, so we've got handprints there. Can I not pick up the... Okay, so I got the chain cutter thing and then immediately didn't need to use it. Right. Ooh, okay. Hello. Oh. Secret tunnel. Secret room, never mind tunnel. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, so it's can I get down here? Okay. Is there anything on here that I need? Okay. A tragic incident occurred during the traditional fall dance at secondary school number 1. One of the students was found unconscious in the restroom shortly after the event ended. School staff immediately called for medical assistance, but paramedics pronounced her dead at the scene. The girl had inflicted fatal injuries on herself using shards of a broken mirror. According to witnesses, the dance itself was uneventful. However, most students who were present that evening have declined to comment on what happened. Something is clearly being kept quiet. Classmates say the girl had previously been a target of bullying. The school administration has declined to make a statement, but assures that an internal investigation will be conducted. It's easier to forget than to admit you were wrong. Okay. What's that noise? Oh, hang on a minute. Wait. Are they in? Okay. We can't get there. Can't get there. And there's nothing here. So we need to go through here. Okay. Hello, Mr. Bunny. The blogger's technical assignment mentioned a rope in the principal's office. Now we need to figure out where they hid it. The rope is somewhere in the principal's office. Find it. Righty. Where's... Okay, so that... okay, so we need to go back out here. I'm assuming this is the principal's office. I obviously missed the jump scare there. Hang on a minute. Now, where do we think a rope would be hiding? Are we going back through here? This looks a bit principally. Okay. It's not in here. That doesn't appear to be there. Not in there. Now we never went up this end. Okay. What's this? Right. Key. Right, does that mean I don't have the right thing? Where would that key fit? Do we see anything on the way that had a... I can't remember seeing anything with a keyhole. Right, back to here again, I presume. Oh, hello. Cabin lady. That's the safe bit. No, thank you. Okay. What creepy ass game is this? Can you not read dry? Check the category for the game and check the title of the stream. That's why I write it there. Because one of the things that really irritates me is when people stream something and don't say what the game is in the title. So you go into the stream and you're sat there going, I don't know what this game is. So one of the things I do every time I stream is make sure that the game is very clearly mentioned. Right, let's go. Yeah, but people can ask rhetorical questions. Well, that's not the sense I got from you saying that. No rhetorical questions allowed. Only logical. Is there anything lying about here that we need to pick up? It doesn't look like it. Let's go through here. Oh, she's very kind, this woman. Hello, bunny. Bang. Red light. Head towards the red light. You shouldn't really, because red light means danger, as Billy Ocean told us so many years ago. However... Ooh. Hello, church. Hiya. Okay. Follow church. Where's church gone? Wait, church. Where are you? Yeah, okay. Church has been drawing big arrows on boxes so we don't get lost. Church. Hello, church. There we go. Church is only on every second arrow. That's not very helpful. You could get lost between the first arrow and the third arrow. Okay. Where is he now? Yes. Looks like the gates are locked from the inside. I'll have to find another way. Church, you've failed me. You've let me down. If I find some boards, I can get over the fence. Okay. Some boards. Let's go back this way. These boards, maybe. Yes. Where am I put? Okay. Oh, damn it. I didn't actually think I was going to have to physically walk it. I thought they were going to take over and do a cutscene type thing and say, "You have now made it out of the school." After Grandpa found out that Anya was missing, he probably left his shift. But why didn't anyone cover for it? What's Grandpa's job? Look around the garage complex. Is that the... Okay, let's go back in ourselves first. I think this is more the... It's a great looking game, I have to say. It's not putting my GPU under significant... I mean, I turned the graphics down a little bit. But it's not putting my GPU under a massive amount of pressure either, which is great. For once in our lives, we have a horror game that's just come out that seems pretty well optimised for things. Church, buddy, where are you taking me? No, I play in 1440, but it's scaled down to 1080 for stream. Ah, the key broken, well, of course it would. Find a way to retrieve the broken key. Search the guard shack. There might be some useful tools in there. Right, where the hell's the guard shack, though? Is that it there? Have I still got my flashlight? Okay, so there is... My flashlight still works. Okay, we can get in here. Of course. Grandpa always hid the keys somewhere nearby. In this shoe. Okay. Grandpa and me are on the same wavelength. It must be genetic. Okay, watch out now. Tools, tools, tools. Okay. Pliers. Where's the pliers? Where be the pliers at? I can't get into the fridge, so we'll not put them in a stupid place like the fridge. Excuse me. Can I switch that on? Nope. Right. Cabin lady would be very useful round about now. Here we go. There they are. Hello, bunny. The bunny's still useful though. Right, let's go. It was this way, wasn't it? Have I got... I know it was this way. Okay. Spray and grab. Get some WD-40 on there. Oh yes. Look at that. Smashing. We need some fuses. Don't tell me I need fuses. It's been going really well up until now. We need fuses. There might be a fuse in the guard booth. I need to check. Great. Smashing. Turn the light on in the cabin. Now, undoubtedly, between here and the guard room, there's going to be a scare. Because there's no point in sending us back to the guard room if they're not going to put a jump scare in somewhere between here and there. I would have imagined. Where the heck's the staircase? Right. There's no... There. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay, no, it was just a pointless walk between the two. For a bit of added realism. Unless there's something lurking for us in here. Okay. Ooh. A secret underground compartment. Hello, Aspen. How are you? Sorry. Pain must have been holding. Oh, so that's where you were leading me, Church. You knew where Anya was all along. She's been eaten by the cats. You've got a secret underground compartment too. Except it's not that secret. Okay. The cats are all eating Anya. Okay. Demon. Who's there? Okay, we're back in the apartment. Wait. Where am I? Right, door. Open the door, please. I can't figure out how they... Ooh. Okay, I'll open it now. Grisha, hey, how's Mom doing? Is everything okay with her? Give her a hug from me and tell her I've got amazing news. I found Anya. She's alive. She's in the hospital right now, but the doctors say she's going to be okay soon. You know what's crazy? She was saved by cats. They stayed with her the whole time, keeping her warm. And our cat, Church, he barely left my side this whole time. It's like he knew where to go. Like he was helping me find the way. Oh my God, I'll tell her right away. Mom's stable, but she's really worried. Did Anya say what happened to her? Yes, she told me everything at the hospital. It turns out she had a fight with her boyfriend, Dima. They met the night she disappeared. Anya wanted to talk about everything that had happened between them. They chose to meet at an abandoned school, but there they ran into their classmates. These guys started mocking Anya, insulting her, and even tried to harm her. Dima tried to protect her, but in the struggle he accidentally pushed her off the roof. Anya suffered a serious concussion and lost consciousness. The others panicked and threatened Dima, saying they'd tell their version of the story if he didn't help them hide her in abandoned garages. Scared, he agreed. But when the police confronted him, he confessed everything. Gracia, that's awful. I'm so sorry. I think you should talk to your dad about bringing Anya here as soon as she's discharged. Your mom would be so happy. Maybe it'll calm her down, at least a little. Okay. I need to find the right words. Dad shouldn't blame himself. He warned her that Dima wasn't someone she should get involved with. Two weeks later. Okay. This creepy ass doll's going to be here, isn't it? The bunny's going to be in her room. Okay, what am I missing? Didn't walk far enough. Okay. Better than cabin lady, I suppose. Anya, there's something I have to tell you. Someone at the school had been leaving me torn out pages from your diary. Pages about what happened. They helped me find you. I was searching for you piece by piece, and your diary was the only thread that still connected us. I had to read those pages to understand what really happened. I'm sorry. Maybe I thought I knew what pain was, that I didn't have any secrets of my own. But while I was trying to find you, something came back to me. something I had pushed away long ago. Moments I used to think were harmless, nothing serious. Everyone does that. But the truth is, I hurt someone too. I was just like the rest of them. I just didn't want to admit it before. But now, I guess, it doesn't matter anymore. You probably wanted to forget those memories, to erase them, but I want to give them back to you, not to bring back the pain, but to show you that you're stronger than you think. Maybe now you'll not see just old scars, but a part of yourself that found a way to move forward. And remember, you're not alone. We're always waiting for you. When you're ready, just come back. Grisha. I'm just a game. I can't change the world, but you can. Bullying isn't a story, it's real. Don't stay silent, don't look away, don't be indifferent. Very good. Very good. Very different for Emika, but a direction I'm actually quite happy to see them going. I'll just jump back in the chat. Why the hell that's doing that? I've got no idea. Let's put that down a couple of notches. That's a bit mad. And we'll put that off. Thank you so much.
A fresh presence has stepped forward from the ether.
Oh, don't do that. I've done that twice now. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just putting this down in my ears. Still quite, well, I wasn't expecting that. Quite dark. Let's put this down a little bit. Yes, follows are anonymous. Thank you so much. Feel free to lurk or chat. All is good. I saw the dark version of Dan. Yeah. Very different for Emika. Normally, there's sort of rattling things about all over the place. There's sound alerts going off, and there's bangs and crashes, and there's things moving about rooms, and that was actually pretty well told. And I like the fact that they used different shades and different media to do it. I like the fact that you did a bit of comic book stuff and a bit of actual video, like the vlog. That looked pretty cool. Oh, damn it.
Да, хочу проверить, насколько зарядки хватит.
Ну, молодец, молодец. Так, мы здесь ради чего собрались? Ради того, чтобы обсудить план. Нам что самое главное с тобой? Чтобы было все естественно?
Угу.
Естественно.
Да, это главное не переигрывать. Мы просто рассказываем историю, как будто давно ее знаем. Все.
So these are the two that we saw.
Без импровизации.
Я помню. Заброшенное здание, до этого была школа, до этого была психушка. Кстати, пересмотрела очень много разных фильмов, и это реально топовая идея. Ты
You're awesome.
молодец. Санек, ты молодец.
Ну, блин, ну старое здание, странные слухи, ну все как оно.
А что самое главное, что совершенно никакого вранья. Ну, практически никакого вранья. Ну, чисто теоретически. Такой
It's
же
very
может быть.
foggy out, isn't it?
Вот ты будешь ходить по локации, создавать какие-то шумы, какие-то звуки. Это будет все влиять на обстановку. И вот это все, ну, то что, должно работать.
Да, атмосфера вообще должна сама на себя сработать. Если мы все сделаем правильно, зрители и вообще начнут додумывать того, что мы даже не планировали.
Так, по подготовке. Смотри, я предлагаю тебе...
On the 29th,
Предлагаю тебе
Excuse
встретиться
me.
29 числа.
Завтра.
Блядь, да, завтра.
Надо было для этого календарь открывать.
Я деловой человек. Я планирую такой теперь. Так, завтра мы с тобой встречаемся. Для чего? Для того, чтобы поехать туда и...
Number 129. K is a dick confirmed. High School Dirty Secrets. March 17th, 2025.
Да, мы все, что должно найтись, мы подготовим тоже до съемок. Вот, по этому поводу с тебя ТЗ.
Значит, такое.
Ну, техзадание, техническое задание.
Все, Сань, я все поняла. Я написала больше половины. Я допишу сегодня, а ты еще... Сегодня будет, все сегодня будет.
I wonder if this is a developer.
Завтра с утра.
I wonder if he's put himself in the game.
В 10 я к тебе приеду. Мы с тобой сделаем финальный прогон и ломанем туда.
Да.
На локацию.
Блин, должно быть, ну, круто. Главное, ничего не запороть.
Все, поехали, жрать хочу.
There we go. Nice. Nice. Back there. Then we'll exit. God, now it's gone super dark in here. The camera's going nuts. Exit. Yeah, I think maybe it was the dev who put himself in the back end of the game there just to kind of finish off the two that were actually there and how they started off the whole thing. So overall, I think that was very, very good. You know, it wasn't an outright scare fest, which, you know, has been something that they've probably been guilty of in the past, of just firing in thousands of jump scares. And as I say, the environmental sounds are normally clanging and banging all over the place, but they did it really well there. Yeah, everything about it, as I say, using the comic book stuff, using the video stuff, the actual environment looked really good as well. And just using it as a sort of adjacency to September the 7th itself was really effective, because you immediately, as soon as you got in that apartment, you remembered everything about September the 7th coming back to you, and the fact that, you know, everywhere you moved in there, you were just a bit annihilated with a jump scare. So it did set a nice sort of baseline there for you thinking, oh, what's coming? But yeah, it was a nice change of pace, as Honor says. I think it was a well-told story. It's unusual to get stories from these developers that are well thought out and actually make some sort of cohesive sense. Did I get spooked? No. I don't think so. I don't think there was anything in there that was oh my god, that was a moment. I think the whole thing just, it was a really well told story. You know, I'd certainly play far more games of that nature from the dev than go back to the sort of September the 7th, let's try and jump scare you every room you go into. I mean, there's a time and a place for that, and there was obviously a couple of little scares in there, but I think generally the atmosphere was a bit more mysterious, I would say. That's how I felt anyway. It was more of a mystery and piecing together the story than, yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
A fresh presence has stepped forward from the ether.
I think the whole thing just knit together really well. So, yes, very happy with that. And even happier because I've got every other Emika game. So I got a bit of a discount by buying the new one to add to the bundle. So even better from that point of view. Kay, if you're still about, Kay, you can come back now. We're finished. We've finished our bit, so you can come back and you won't get spoiled in anything. But I think it would be good to see. I think Kay might get a couple more scares in there. There were a couple of bits that would Pickle come back. He called you swear words. I think it'd be interesting to see Kay play it because it was a bit eerie at points. Off I go up the apples and pears. Night, no bother. Thanks very much for hanging out, Kerry. Really appreciate it. Lovely to have you here for a full game. And hope you have a good sleep. So, now what do we do? Do we go and have another look? Well, do we go and have a look at this demo? I think the demo is reasonably long. I think it's a good hour plus. So we could maybe start it. I'm not sure if we'll get finished it tonight because I don't really want to be streaming until 1 a.m. But I played a bit of it the other night just to kind of get a handle of the graphics and how it was going to impact the computer and OBS and various other bits and pieces. So from that point of view, I've played a little bit of it just to kind of understand. And now I think there's 5 different sections to the demo, all of which show you a little bit of each of what's coming in the full game. So we could at least start it and get a feel for it. And if we think it's a decent one, then we could potentially come back at a later date and either finish it or just wait for the full game if it feels like it's something that we would want to see more of. But yeah, really give us a taster. Okay, all right. Very good, very good. Yes, I absolutely enjoyed that immensely. I think the other thing was it was almost impossible to get lost. So it was very well signposted and directed, etc. Early night wouldn't hurt either, right? I mean, it wouldn't, but the only thing is I'm not entirely sure whether or not I would. I'm not 100% sure. You vote for more stream, yeah. I'm not 100% sure whether I'll stream tomorrow night. I'll just need to see. And tomorrow night, if I do stream, will be Expedition 33. So it could be a while before we go back to horror and demos. We also need to have a chat about what big horror game I should play now that I can't play Layers of Fear. So I'll have a think about that and maybe drop it in Discord in a little poll to see which game people would fancy more. We've had a bunch of late streams lately. I thought I might need the rest. No, thank you for thinking about me, Kubu, but normally I would stream to sort of 11:30, 11:45. So even if we start it and do half an hour, I think if I'm in bed for midnight, but if you're struggling and in terms of you need to be up for work tomorrow and you need to go and get your rest, then please feel free to just lurk or whatever. But thank you so much for thinking of my health and welfare. I'm not working tomorrow, remember. So I've got a reasonably free, considerate mod. Cool indeed. Right, let's go to there and we shall change the category to that. And then we will jump across to here again. And we shall jump into here. Why is that opening there? That can't possibly even think about opening that screen. Right, okay. Demo version. Okay. Hello? Are you going to actually get... Yes, here we go. Now, this is called Quarantine Zone. Slightly different to what we normally play. It's kind of horror adjacent, I would say. There's a horror aspect to it. But let's jump in and see where we get to. So this is a taster. The vibes are good already. Brigada Games. Tell me if the sound's okay, too loud, too soft.
Finally awake, Commander. Thought you were dreaming of a vacation on some sunny beach. Not the best fantasy these days, huh? Anyway,
Yes.
welcome back to reality. We're almost there. Checkpoint
16,
Alpha.
yes.
They've been holding out, but they need reinforcements. That means us. All right, get ready. You're dropping in 20. And Commander, watch your step out there. It's not just the dead you gotta worry about.
Right here.
You are all aware of the situation.
Uh-huh.
The city is overrun by a zombie virus.
Yes.
And while not everyone has turned into a zombie, we need to try to save them. But at the same time, make sure the infected don't get into the zone.
Don't get into the zone.
That's your job.
That's my job.
Let's
Good.
hurry to the checkpoint and
Oh my
start
God.
examining the survivors.
Okay. Oh, jeez. That seems very fast. Do I have to press anything? No, I just crash into it. Okay. I am moving at speed. Okay.
Just shout next, and the soldiers will let the survivor in. So, the first survivor. Approach him and take a close look. Are there any symptoms that immediately catch your eye? Of course there are. Just look at how red his head is. You absolutely must record this symptom on the symptom map.
Okay. Here are all the known symptoms and the probability of infection. Mark the detected symptoms to decide where to allocate the survivor. Be careful, there may be multiple symptoms. Survivors may try to hide them, but later you will have tools to detect them more easily. Okay, so we have red skin. To assign the survivor further. Okay, so that's what basically red skin says. Why is it not showing the tooltip? Dude, redness of the skin is extensive erythema. What is it? Erythema. A localized intense redness of the skin caused by the dilation of dermal vessels. In most cases, the cause is an individual reaction to environmental changes. Okay, so I can do that. Send those to quarantine whose symptoms do not clearly indicate whether they are infected or not. You can examine them again in the following days. Survivor block for those symptoms did not raise suspicion. They will be evacuated from there and you will receive the corresponding reward. For elimination, those you are sure are infected. Enter.
This subject only shows one symptom, but it's unclear.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's put him to quarantine.
So we can monitor him for a while.
There. Right, can you just keep it... If you're going to start slagging people, can you do it in DMs, please?
And good luck.
Let's just keep it civil, please. And...
Next survivor.
This is bullshit. I'm cleaner than half of the people you let through.
Right, okay, so what am I doing? His eyes look okay. Has he got any bites or anything? I mean, he's a bit shifty looking, but other than that... Oh, what's that? Bruising. Okay, so symptoms. Bruises. It's not necrosis, it's just bruises, isn't it? Not a sign of infection. A bruise or a hematoma is a localized accumulation of blood. Where a cavity containing liquid or clotted blood forms, it is usually the result of non-invasive injuries. Okay. Thank God we've got 16 in the chat who can do all the... who can give us all the medical updates as we go. I'll put him in quarantine as well, because that could turn into necrosis.
What do you mean, just precautions?
Come on.
You are legally qualified to diagnose a bruise. India. Oh my goodness.
By a dog.
I was bitten by a dog, not a zombie.
Not a zombie.
No. Instant death. You are going into the liquidation tank, I feel. Bite mark. Dogs don't have round mouths. Indeed, a bite is a confirmed sign of infection. Goodbye, Sophia Bell. You are going to liquidation.
So where am I going now?
Where are you going now? You may well ask.
Alright. That's it for today. Hit the bunks. We've got another long day.
Okay. Is that quarantine? What's happening with that guy? Really? Oh, he's wanting out. Less than 10, maybe 4 or 5. Right, how are we going? This way. And we're going to sleep. Okay. So, valid eliminations 1. And we've got codes with pay. We have to pay for putting people in quarantine. What the F?
First, check out everyone in quarantine.
Quarantine. let them all through. You'll probably get penalised then for letting everyone through. Because everyone will be dead. Okay. Right. Re-examine the survivors you have sent to quarantine. Those with symptoms who have disappeared can be sent to the block. If a survivor was infected, you leave them in quarantine for 2 days, they will turn into a zombie and kill everyone else in the cell. Cleansing kills everyone in quarantine. Okay.
Great.
Oh, you can pull a lever. Fantastic. Go over to him and call him over for a recheck. E.
What are you doing?
He doesn't show that previous symptom anymore, so he can be moved to the block.
To the block. Okay.
I won't let you down.
Tools
I
help you
promise.
spot symptoms faster.
Hang on a minute.
Grab the scanner.
The scanner? Where the hell's the scanner? Dude, but what about the other dude that's in there? Okay. And what about this? Breakthrough human technology for human inspection that shines through tissue like clothes and boots. Okay. Use the scanner to detect external symptoms under clothing. Combined with a UV flashlight to detect hidden symptoms that are not visible to the naked eye. Sweet.
Call in the next one and use the new tool on him.
Yeah, I'll do that, but what about this guy? Because I'm paying for this guy. You, come back. Sit your butt down there.
Just allergies. I've had them since I was a kid.
Now why was he in here? I can't remember. The other guy was bruising. What was he? The red face. Doesn't look like his face is red anymore. Okay, let's put him in the block.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Identification verified.
Right.
Come on.
Please, just check. You'll see I'm fine.
Yeah, you can take them off, buddy. Okay. Symptoms. It doesn't say okay. But that's not on the face. Red bruise. Okay. Possible sign of infection. Possible sign of infections. Okay, so we're on a possible sign of infection at the moment. And then we'll go back to here. And then we'll do a... Woo! Look at this. Oh, danger zone, danger zone. Oh. Okay. Okay, there's nothing on his arm. Ooh, what's this? Oh, dude. That's not good. What's that? Skin cuts. Possible sign of infection. He's going to have to end up in the quarantine zone. Well, yeah, quarantine zone. I would suggest. Because we don't know. Oh, here we go. 2 seconds.
Good job! Yippee!
He is away. He's away. Right. You'll know what it means. Indeed. Oh, he's got look at the bruising on his legs as well. This guy... Oh, actually, can I crouch? This doesn't look good at all. What's that? Is that necrosis? This guy's as sussy as. I would suggest. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here's another. Hang on a minute. What's this? That only shows up under UV. Okay, skin cuts. It doesn't appear to have bites, per se. It just has a lot of bruising. Okay, let's put that off. And we're saying... He's got a lot of bruising. I don't know whether that's necrosis. It just looks like bruising. Red bruises. Red bruised skin cuts. We're going to put him into quarantine.
I was healthy yesterday. Just check again.
Yeah, whatever. Next.
I was bitten by a dog.
Uh-huh.
Zombie.
I'm beginning to think...
things are afoot at the circle.
Thank you.
Hats, glasses, and gloves.
Okay, so where is the bite? The bite is... Must be on his back. Unless... Well, let's go again. I cannot see any bite. Why is he saying he was bitten by a dog? And I can't see any... Okay. That's bruising. Definitely. I can't see any bite. Why is he saying he's been bitten? I don't understand. Is he trying to throw me off? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's go back to normal. Oh no. Ooh, look. He's been bitten. Dude, liquidation. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Really
A
appreciate
fresh
it.
presence has stepped forward from the ether.
Please feel free to lurk or chat. What have you been doing, sir? I bit my lip, that's awesome. It's, dude, what's this? What in the twilight? Right, let's check our symptoms. Mouth blood. Okay. Could possibly be... She's a Cullen, indeed. Right, okay. Excuse me, madam. I think that's just bruising, though, isn't it? That's... Yeah, that looks more like bruising than necrosis. Whoops. Oh, what was that? Ooh, she's got a lot of bruise. Oh my god, what's that? That does look like necrosis, though, doesn't it? Do I think that's bruising, or do I think that's necrosis?
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Prepare your belongings for inspection. Remove your outer clothing.
It's kind of hard to tell whether that's necrosis or whether it's... Hang on a minute, I'll put it back to... That just could be heavy bruising. Nah, it's not necrosis. It's just bruising. But because she's got mouth blood, I would suggest we put her in quarantine.
I'll do anything. Just test me again.
Right, next one. Whoa, dude.
By a dog, not a zombie.
Lots of people getting bitten by dogs. It's just the weirdest kneecap in the world. Okay. Oh, you dead. You dead. You're a zombie boy. We can do that, and then we can send him for liquidation. Bye-bye.
I trust you guys, but this feels wrong.
Does it glow green? So it doesn't make any difference. He's got a bites us straight to the mincer. Survivor sent for liquidation. Indeed, yes, okay. Killing an infected. We'll get $900. Lovely. Right, where are we going, sir? Are we going back to our shed? Is that us? Okay, we go back through here. Go back here. Sleep. Okay, so successful block assignment 2, valid eliminations 2. We've done well. Smashing. So, but we've put out. I mean, we've made money, but we've lost. I don't understand why I'm paying for the base to be upkept.
Everyone you've checked and let through is staying in the block.
Okay.
And until the evacuation happens, you need to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Make sure there's enough food and space.
Okay.
Let's focus on the base today.
Oh, base building now. Right. B. Hell. Base management. Here you can track the number of survivors, their condition, whether they're healthy or sick. Ooh. That Ye had a bit of a job there, didn't it? It eventually disappeared. The statuses and the level of... What the hell? What are you trying to say, Grim? A baby. Here you can track the number of survivors, their condition, whether they are healthy or sick, the quantity of required and available resources per day, the statuses, and the level of the current buildings. You can also upgrade them and build new ones. Okay. Ensure that the block has enough places and food for the number of survivors housed there. Otherwise, the healthy may begin to fall ill the next day and the sick may die. Ooh, that's not so good. Tents and dining hall. Ensure, oh god, survivors are housed in the tents. Ensure that the total number of places in the tents is sufficient for everyone. If necessary, upgrade the current tents and build new ones. In the dining hall, survivors are fed daily. Just once. Ensure that there are enough places and food for the day. 1 serving of food is required per survivor. The food must be brought from the warehouse. Okay, this is becoming slightly complicated. Amount of buildings in the block, amount of energy that a generator can produce, amount of fuel in the generator. Good grief, this is going to become very, very difficult to manage. Can you imagine playing this in the full game where you're running between trying to make decisions with the scanner to building the base to whatever comes after this? Fuel must be brought from the warehouse. The warehouse is obviously a useful place. If there are more buildings than the generator can supply energy for, only those buildings that have sufficient energy will operate. If the generator does not have enough fuel, then all buildings at the base may stop working. Right, okay. Just tell me what to do here.
As you can see, there's no food or fuel for today. They need to be brought in from the warehouse.
A warehouse.
But first, you have to buy these
Why
resources.
me? Why am I funding this operation?
The warehouse.
Restock the warehouse. Okay, replenish.
Buy supplies and fuel for everyone in the block.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh. Huh? Survivors in block 2. Okay, I'm slightly confused here. Healthy, sick. So I've got 1 sick person in the... How have I got 1 sick person in the block? Beds and tents, 6 seats in the dining room. Food in the dining room. Food needed for today's 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm confused. Right, okay, anyway, whatever. Medkits. Medkits in the clinic. Medkits needed for today is 1. Okay. And then fuel. Fuel and generators. Fuel needed for today is 2. 1, 2. Okay. That seems reasonable. Buy supplies and fuel for everyone in the block. It says I need 1 med kit for today. Why can't I just replenish it? I am confussed. Yeah, spot the bruise. Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay, beds in the tent, seats in the dining room, 6. Food in the dining room, 6. Food needed for today is 3. So I've got 3 meals. Okay, so for some bizarre reason, it works when I put more than I need in there. Anyway, let's go.
Great. Now that the warehouse is loaded with supplies and fuel, you need to deliver them to the block. Head over to the warehouse.
Okay. Like, physically to the warehouse. So I'm now carrying the stuff as well. Dude, you need to get more people in here. Oh, okay.
Load the supplies and fuel onto the cart.
Right. Take the required resource from the shelf by pressing left mouse button and transfer the cart. Or press E for auto transfer. Right, E. Which auto take. Nice. Auto take. Nice. And then auto take.
Pick up the cart.
And then we've done auto take. Sweet. And then we go around this. Take the cart. Drive.
Now, deliver the supplies and fuel to the block.
Oh, hang on a minute. Have I missed something? Oh, no, no. Okay. Acceleration shift. Where's shift? Okay. Oh, good grief. It's slightly sensitive. Good God. Spaces break. Why can't I move this without... Am I going out that way? Ew. Well, that's weird feeling. Very weird feeling. Oh, good God. I've got a funny feeling this would be a lot easier to do in...
The supplies need to go to the dining hall, and the fuel to the generator.
Okay. Take the required resource from the cart by pressing left mouse button and transfer it to the building's resource reception area, or press E for automatic transfer. Automatic transfer only needed. Okay. Okay, so did I do that already? It looks like fuel stored 8. How do I get away from here? Right, so I can do this. Okay, that doesn't seem particularly... energy for buildings, fuel stored 9. Okay, so that appears to be okay. Who's this guy? A small barrack energy consumption. Okay, so we need to E that, and we need to... Ooh. This is a very strange way of doing this. Beds for people, energy consumption 1. So I've got that, that's fine. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to be taking them? Right, okay, here we go. We're moving. Right, food. Right, out of there. E. Take. And then take. And then take. Right, and then we need this to go into... Oh, where's this going?
Excellent. Everyone's fat today. Go get some sleep. We're not checking any new survivors today. are reports of large zombie clusters in nearby areas, so we need to be ready.
I'm not entirely sure why I've got this big I'm guessing maybe I didn't need that at this point in time. Okay. Government support, 1. Okay. Current balance, 101. Yeah. Right. Nice.
Warning, massive zombie attack.
Ooh. Okay.
Warning, massive zombie attack.
Start drone control. What? To protect the base from zombie clusters, you need to take control of a combat drone. Oh my god, this is going to be horrific. Up, down, space and shift. Bombs, bait, airstrike. Okay, fire weapon, switch weapon. Okay. Defense purchased. So I'm just literally... Die, zombies! Oh god. This is insane. Victory! That felt quite cool. Now, introduce you to the real zombie horde.
According to our data, survivors have developed new breathing-related symptoms.
Oh.
To check them, use this stethoscope. Pick it up from the table.
Okay, we're into real 16 territory here. We're actually getting a stethoscope. Where are we? Which table? This table? Why is it saying 1 meter? And it won't allow me to pick anything up. Maybe it's the table in here.
Identification verified. Quarantine status unstable. Incident detected.
Oops. I think the stethoscope's largely not required now. Nothing to see here. Nothing happened at all. Everything was fine. There was no problem. It was all cool. Don't know what you're talking about. Just a normal day at the workplace. Why can't I find the stethoscope? Was the stethoscope in our room? On the table? I can't see a stethoscope anywhere. I don't get it. Am I missing something here? It's not allowing me to... I can't see a table and I can't see a stethoscope. And it's not allowing me to do anything. Oh, that's the stethoscope? Okay. Weird. Doesn't look anything like a stethoscope. Select stethoscope. Lungs are clear, breathing is healthy. Battery low and so is my brain. Okay, thanks Grim for hanging out. Hope you feel better in the morning. Hopefully your headache subsides. Use the stethoscope too to identify infected breathing. Locate possible infection spots and listen to the survivor's breathing. Comparing it to the breathing examples in the symptom map. Breathing in spots can be healthy, sick or infected. An indirect sign of infected breathing can be coughing and a high wave amplitude on the stethoscope. Not infected, so we've got that. So I think the blood round the mouth is a bit of a giveaway on the second example, but here we go.
Don't make me wait.
Please. If you find something...
Please, if you find something, lie. I can't go back. What do you think this is? Oh, you're dead. You're so dead. Sounds. Possible sign of infection. Coughing is a forced exhalation, yes. Okay. That doesn't sound like anything there. Okay. Okay, so that's what she's got. Which is a bit of a warning. But she's also got blood in her mouth as well. Appearance. Which is not in and of itself. She's going to have to go into quarantine. Oh, hang on a minute though, before we do that, let's just make sure. Have we still got the, yeah, we've still got the doodah. We'll just take a wee peek. Maybe it's just this is all about respiratory things, maybe that's not a, maybe we're not going to find anything by doing this, but just in case we're supposed to do it, and just because sometimes there's been a bit of a, we've not been entirely clear about what we're supposed to do. Oh god, it's back out of there. I mean, she looks okay other than the cough and the blood round the mouth. Right, so I'm saying put her into quarantine.
I'll do anything.
I just need to remember to go and check quarantine. Sick breath is crackles, indeed, yes. Wait, is that what it sounds like? Sick breath is what it sounds like when you have a chest infection or COPD. Oh wow, that's so cool.
Next.
Right, you. I'm on this.
I don't have any symptoms. See?
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Prepare your belongings for
Okay,
inspection.
let's symptoms and sounds. That sounded like sick breath. Yeah. So what I'm not sure about that is these symptoms, but you're coughing up a lung. This man has heart failure. Okay. I don't know whether this is just purely about respiratory symptoms, because I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to send him for quarantine, and we should have checked him all over with everything. However, let's go.
My kids just made it through yesterday. I just need to join them.
She seems okay. To be fair, symptoms, sounds. It's not that. It's not that because it's not crackling. She seems normal. So I'll put her into the survivor block.
Move it.
Okay, you can take the glasses off for a start.
What are you doing? Is this really necessary?
Dude, you have got other symptoms. Is that just freckles? Okay. If he's got freckles, he's going in the bin. Right, okay. Sounds. Let's get back to this. He seems okay. As I say, I'm not sure whether I should be checking. Okay. See.
Added, quote number 187, if he's got freckles, he's going in the bin. Quarantine zone. The last check, May 25th, 2025.
Okay, so he's got skin lacerations as well. So he's healthy from a breathing perspective, but he's got skin cuts, which is a possible sign of infection, so we're going to stick him in the quarantine as well.
I'll do anything. Just test me again.
Quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn.
No more entries for today. Yes.
Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves.
COPD, yeah, it's like asbestosis or whatever. Okay. Count successful block assignment. Okay. Yeah, we'll put one person in the block. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, usually caused by smoking. Or asbestos inhalation.
Good night.
Night, chat. Night, Kate. Have a good sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enter.
Today's the evacuation day, and you'll get a reward for the first batch of survivors. Survivors have developed new symptoms related to their pulse and temperature. To check them, use the thermal pulsometer. Pick it up from the table.
The thermal pulsometer. Pick it up from the table. Okay. Excuse me. The thermal pulsometer. Let's go and get that. So many bits of kit. Use the thermal pulsometer to determine the pulse and temperature readings. An indirect sign of a high pulse may be hiccups. I did not know that. And of a high temperature, sneezing. I didn't know that either. Is that accurate, 16?
The survivor has some luggage. We allowed them to bring their own stuff. But now, you need to carefully inspect the luggage for weapons. Or worse, zombie body parts.
Zombie body parts.
Next survivor.
Some survivors have baggage with them. Inspect it, especially if you hear signals from the metal detector frame. If you see ordinary items in the baggage, the survivor can be let go. Do not confiscate personal items. A penalty will follow. If you see weapons in the baggage, it is contraband and must be confiscated. You will be rewarded. After confiscation, the survivor can be let go. Don't forget to illuminate items with a UV flashlight. They may show signs of infection. In that case, the survivor must be eliminated. Elimination is also mandatory if a survivor attempts to smuggle parts of a zombie's body. They are intended to be used as biological weapons, but any contact with them results in 100% infection. Sweet. So he's got a normal temp and a normal that. Okay, and then we can... Where's his baggage? Okay, the baggage. We'll get the one here. Oh, open. Okay. I wondered if this guy's sketchy or not.
You can't just take my stuff.
Dude.
I don't deserve this.
Where you're going, it makes no difference. Because you are going straight to the bin. Bye-bye.
I'm still fine, right? Right?
Don't make
You
me
are in a
wait.
quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Prepare your belongings for inspection. Remove your
Hiccups can be a sign of cancer. That's crazy. But it's usually a bad sign. Whoa. Dude. Would you stop it? 3. Oh, he's got an elevated pulse and an elevated temperature. Okay. And he's coughing. That's the symptoms, sounds. That's the sick breath, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely sick breath, that one. He's got pneumonia. Sounds like it, doesn't it? And then appearance. Let's go back to that and put our first one on and have a quick check over his person. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's got any particularly bad markings or anything. Okay, so the back of his head. As far as I can see. But he just sounds like he needs to go to quarantine. Okay, that's all good. As far as I'm concerned, son, you can go into quarantine with your gear. Inspection, quarantine. Oh god, now quarantine's full though.
I feel fine. Please, don't do this.
Right.
Next.
Okay, she's got blood in her mouth, which is going to be an immediate problem because I'm going to have too many people in quarantine. I'm just nervous. Wouldn't you be standing here? Okay. Whoa, dude. She's got a very high pulse and a very high temperature. And she appears to have nasty, nasty stuff in her arms. Her lungs are okay though, weirdly. She's got bruising all over her arms. Oh, what's that? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Something there. Nasty. What's that? Symptoms. Skin rash. Okay, she's definitely going into... the problem I've got is I don't think there's any room in thingy.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and
Quarantine's full.
prepare your belongings for inspection.
So the only thing I can do here, I think, is go back to quarantine and see if anybody's...
Verified. Quarantine status stable. No incidents reported.
Okay. So can I... He's been 0 days in. Why aren't they coming forward for inspection? Huh. That's a bit weird because I can't... She technically should go to quarantine, but I can't put her in quarantine because there's no room left in quarantine. Can I evacuate them? No, 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 no. Bedtime for me. Have a good night and rest of the stream, everybody. Thank you so much. Right. I won't be streaming that much longer. I'm not entirely sure how much longer there is on the demo. But I'm now at a bit of a standoff because I don't quite understand.
A fresh
Hello,
presence has
Faye.
stepped forward from the ether.
Thank you so much for popping across. It's slightly delayed.
Finnabunnies emerged from the ethereal plane with 11 viewers.
Thank you, Fane. Thank you so much. Right, we'll do that and we'll do this. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming across. Fane! Are we good? What were you playing tonight, Fane? Let's have a look. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Wait, oh God. Hang on a minute. Wait until I do this and go across here. What were you playing tonight, Fen? Thank you so much.
A fresh presence has stepped forward from the ether.
Oh God, I don't know why I'm shouting there, but there we go. Last playing Sea of Stars. It's one of your favourite RPGs. Nice. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. And is it your first playthrough, or is this a multiple playthrough? Have you been here for a while? Have you played it through it once, twice, 3 times? Just going back to it again. Lovely to see you across here. We've been playing horror games tonight. We've been playing a new Emika games, which is fantastic. And we're now playing a demo where we're trying to identify if people are part of a plague of zombies, which is a lot of fun. For those of you who have never been here before and don't know me, I am Older Than Death, Death or Deathy. I am a variety streamer who mainly plays indie horror, but we do additional types of games here and there. I'm playing Expedition 33 at the moment as well. I also stream for charity, so I'll just put this up so you can see. I also stream for charity, so any bits, primes, donations, etc. all go past my pocket and go straight to the charity of the quarter. Charity of the quarter this time round is Pride North, which used to be called Northumberland Pride, and it's actually it advocates for LGBTQIA+ people. And does a lot of counselling work, etc. for the community, and 70% of the staff are actually, I know, Pissy did that last time, 70% of the staff actually come from the LGBTQIA+ community as well. So it's a fantastic cause, and we're collecting money right up until the end of June, which is obviously Pride Month. So still got a while to go, but I think we're going to beat our charity record for this one. The charity record so far sits at £725. So I've got another Twitch payout to put into the total as it's running at the moment. So there is an outside chance that by the end of June we will have beaten our previous high score, if you like. So that's really good. But yeah, we'll get back to the game. Thank you so much for taking your community across. If you need to raid and run, fine. This is your second playthrough, first one on Steam, and it's all the new full DLC that Dev just released. Fantastic. I do remember hearing about it when it came out, and everybody saying it was absolutely fantastic. Harkened back to the glory days of Golden Sun, etc. And a lot of people talked about it with great fondness. But if you need to raid and run, I'll look after the community as best I can. If anyone else is part of, sorry, but in ads at the moment, but if anyone else from Fen's raid needs to jump out and go and take a walk, a stretch, go pee, get some snacks, have a drink or whatever, please feel free to do so. And we'll get back to the game. I'm not actually going to be streaming for that much longer, but we'll see how we get on here. Kubu is lurking. Thank you so much. We'll do that. And then, where am I going back here? We jump back there. Nice. Okay. I'm having a little bit of an issue that I can't recall these people to. Does that mean I have to go back into the base and try and increase? Right, hang on a minute. Wait. Base. Small tents. So where am I? Big tents. I've got 3 and 3. I've got 6. Can I not? See, this is for the actual block. So what happens with them? I don't get what I'm supposed to do when the quarantine's full. Because I can't get anybody out of quarantine now. But I don't want to put her into the survival block because I think she's going to turn into a zombie and kill everybody. So it's a bit of a strange one. Interesting. Let me go back here, see if there's any chance of doing it. I mean, I could clear quarantine. Oh, warning, you will kill all people inside. Press again to advance. I I need space in quarantine, so everybody's gone. Oh, killing an uninfected. Oh god, there's a lot of people. Oh, I've killed a lot of uninfected people. Bye everyone. Yeah, I've wiped out all my money. I just didn't have enough space. The game forced me into making that decision. I'm not happy about it at all.
What do you mean? Just precautions.
Okay. Please, I've lost too much already. Don't make me turn back now. Okay, he seems okay. Yeah, it seems a bit mad that. Because it did say that you can recall people. But in the tutorial, it told us that we could recall people to retest them. But when I went in there, because I think I was already halfway through the inspection of that girl, it wouldn't allow me to recall them. So I was kind of stuck. I either sent her directly to liquidation, which could have been a mistake. But you can only do that tomorrow night. How do you mean only do that tomorrow night? In the tutorial, it allowed me to do it straight away. Anyway, take those off. I think it was because I was halfway through an inspection of someone here. So it wouldn't allow me to go back and do it at the quarantine because I was already halfway through an inspection. So it kind of soft locks you out of making a decision. Okay, he doesn't have any of that. So we'll do that and then we'll go. Seems okay to me. We'll just give him a quick once over with the old scanner. He's not making any claims at all about having been bitten or not being bitten, or he's not hassled by being here. He seems quite calm about being here. And then there we go. Where are we? There, that all looks good. Let's put it onto ultra violet. Just in case there's a bite that we can't see.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Prepare your belongings for
Yeah, he doesn't have any belongings. Right, okay, I think he's okay. He can go to the survival. He's shifty looking. But I think he can go to the survival block.
I can't believe it. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Checkpoint clear. No more entries for today. I wonder how long this demo goes on for. Oh, that's quarantine.
As I said this morning, today's evacuation. Head to the block to assign survivors for evacuation.
Okay. Evacuation. Distribute the survivors from the block by trucks. According to the rules of sorting, confirmation sends the survivor to the truck without the possibility of a return. If you finish the evacuation without distributing everyone, you have to wait for the next evacuation. Okay. Choose a truck that's best suited for James Wright to evacuate from, or leave them in the block. Okay. Any. Yes. Oh, I can't do that. But that's... I'm confused. Right, let's go. Yes, she can go. And then... Complete the evacuation only after distributing. So there's only one space on each one. Ah, I see. Okay, let's finish the evacuation then. I'm not sure what was going on there, to be fair, but it wouldn't allow me to do anything else. Evac operation. Okay. Scheduled for tonight. I'm not 100% sure what is going on. Incorrect liquidations 3. Yeah, I knew that. Defense purchase. Can't do that. Okay. Oh. I have to have to start. No way. Won't get attacked. Oh God. This is no good. This is terrifying. Victory! Yes.
New symptoms have appeared, and one of them is aggression. So they might attack you. Grab the pistol from the table. Also, pick up the syringe analyzer. Our scientists built it, and it accurately detects infection. But it's very expensive.
It's
There aren't
very
many,
expensive.
so use it wisely.
Okay, I think this actually does save. I never get pistols when I have aggressive agent. I think this demo does actually save. So I think we'll probably leave it there for tonight because it is getting a wee bit late. If we do that and do that. You should ask your supervisor. Your personal weapon for self-defense and elimination. Let's see. Maybe we should just see what happens here.
Verified. Quarantine
Okay.
status stable. No incidents reported.
I bit my lip. That's all. Look, see? It's not serious.
And she's got bruising. And she's still got that. She's still got that, which is potentially infectious. Is it getting better though? That doesn't look quite as bad potentially as the last time. It's still bad though. You're going back into quarantine, you are. I don't believe that you're... I still think you're saucy. Yeah, back in.
No. You don't understand.
Right, I think we'll leave it there for tonight. It's cool though, I have to say. It's quite a different take on the sort of base building zombie type thing. So it's yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I don't know how good it would be to be constantly. I think it could get very, very frenetic very quickly. It could be it could really start to put you in. Let me just stop that. It could really start to put you under a lot of pressure very quickly. That. So. Oh, hang on a minute. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. But good night. I'm just gonna read out anyway, Pissy. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it when you're here. So yes, let's go and
Number
find
183.
a raid target.
I mean, work stresses me out so much that it makes me piss at my ass. Cool. Just chatting. May 25th, 2025.
Let's see where we are. Who have we got? I tell you who we could go and see, who we haven't been to see for a while. Let's go and say hello to Big Clem the Third. See if he's still going. He's playing the Coffin of Andy and Laylee, which is something I want to play at some point.
Oh, what? You are Andrew. Perfect.
So I'm just trying to see if he's... I don't want to raid if if he's going to stop. So let's read. It's been a while since we've seen Clem, and he's always in our chat as well, so we should go and say hello. Big Clem III, Coffin of Andy and Laylee. Go. Right. Nice. Thank you, Kubu. Really appreciate it. Jubu. Okay. Kubu. Thought that was a new name, new lore on. You can't call that people misclick. Yes, thank you everyone for being here. It's been an absolute blast tonight. Really, really enjoyed it from start to finish. I was a little bit low on energy, let's say, when I started tonight, but it has been an absolute laugh from start to finish. So I may or may not be back tomorrow night. Who knows? I could be back tomorrow night, and if I do come back tomorrow night, then we're going to play Expedition 33. And then I'll try and line up some options for a bigger horror game now that we're not going to be playing Layers of Fear. I do want to go back and play Among the Whispers on Friday of this week. I think Friday night's going to become Among the Whispers night. I have actually found out that you can turn off the nerve and turn off the time limit. So that might actually be a good place to start. But again, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for all the follows tonight. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the raid, Fen. And we'll go and see Clem now and say hello. See you later. Bye. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Pissy, what's going on? 16. How you doing, Kuwu? What's up? Honor, how you doing? How's